5.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get in the game with Eyesight Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center, showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand to MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an in-arena partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
The Earl Austin Experience with Earl Austin Jr. Saturday mornings from 9 to 11. Brought to you by Fast Track Auto Transport, St. Louis's go-to company for all your vehicle transport needs. Visit ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004. The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Let's go, baby. 8:05 on a Tuesday. Get up and get them in. Live on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and type in Lou Info and chat away. Chat away, like and subscribe. We got a text line, too, if you want to chime in on that bad boy. It's 314-590-3770. Hot Take Central 2.0. Cam Janssen, Jim the Cat Hayes, Matthew Rocchio. Rocchio, not Rocchio. It's Rocchio. And I need to get a haircut today. And when I tell the woman, because usually she doesn't talk.
Why do you say woman?
That's what they say out yonder. When I talk to her, she knows not to talk to me. When I tell her what I need to get, I just say, make me look as least bald as possible. Meaning fade this bad boy up behind me. Find ways to make that horrible crown kind of blend in a little bit. That's what I tell her. Take your time. Do your thing. And I close my eyes. And hopefully she doesn't talk to me. I like getting haircuts as long as it's not annoying. It puts me in a nice, easy state of mind. I'm like, you know what Iggy talked about with the ASMR? It's a real thing.
Iggy just chirped.
ASMR? Is it ASMAR?
Iggy just chirped Bernie.
Bernie can handle it. I want to go to a haircut place that I see on Instagram, where the guy, you take your shirt off, the guy massages your arm, he goes on your ears, he does this, he does that, he puts all this stuff in.
What does he do to your ears?
He goes like, and then it massages your forehead, massages your back, straightens out your legs, like gives you a little leg length. Oh yeah.
You want me to slap your ears right now? I'll do it on camera.
Just do it. Get him. Watch my drink. Oh God, yeah. Ow! He's more gentle than you. You ever see that guy? Do you know what I'm talking about?
We weren't even on camera for that.
Do you know what I'm talking about? When you go get a haircut, probably costs $100, but they give you a full massage. They do all this stuff. They even take a little lighter and get all the ear hair out of there. I'm telling you.
I don't want
It's an unbelievable experience.
I don't want anyone touching me.
Listen, man, I had to get rub downs all the time from
You're
men.
different. You were a professional athlete.
Exactly. So I don't give a damn. I'll sit there in a chair with no shirt on in my underwear and have this guy massage me for an hour. I don't care.
I didn't even like it when I got the pedicure because my wife said, try it.
Oh, God, get that.
And they dropped my socks in the ball of, in a little tub of human flesh after using the cheese scraper on my heel, which you can't do in Missouri anymore. It's illegal. But I think it was at the mall. My wife got one. She goes, just do it. And they're taking dental appliances and carving your toes.
Before you
want that.
My toenails are starting to grow inward. So
clip them.
I do, but they get a little bit more. So it's harder to really dig them out. So sometimes it's nice to get a little reset.
You need garden shears to get your toenails.
My fingernails, my toenails grow quick, but I'm pretty good about it. You ever see my fingernails long? I notice that with people. I think it's disgusting. You ever see Rick Harrison on Pawn Stars? The camera's on his freaking hands all damn day, and his nails are just a little long, and they're a different color. Why? Cut those damn things.
Leave Rick alone.
Rock, do you like getting those haircuts where you get a complete massage too?
No, I never really go for that. Again, if I'm spending, I've talked about this. If I'm spending extra money, I'm getting the pedicure.
I'll tell you.
You like it?
Yeah, I love pedicures. They're the best. They're the absolute.
They drop your socks in the bowl of flesh?
That place. He had a bad experience. They took his sock and dropped it in the
I did it for my wife, and I didn't like it. And when they're done, they hand you your socks. And I think the woman pranked me and let go before I grabbed them.
No.
And then she said, "Why'd you do that?"
I think mistakes like that happen all the time in the world, and you just.
Well, it was my first pedicure, and it scarred me.
Oh no!
You ever put your feet in a little bucket of fish?
Never done that before, but I do that. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but
damn
pedicures are
right.
awesome, man. You feel
You
like
have?
Yeah,
dude.
in
You feel
Cabo.
like you're walking on a cloud for 2 days. It's the best feeling in the world.
I
man.
love it when you're just you're sitting by the pool at one of those resorts, and the lady comes by. She's like, "You want a foot massage?" God, yeah.
I like it when they hand me a boat drink.
I'm double
Right,
fisting
that's
getting
plenty.
a foot massage. Are you kidding?
What time's the buffet open? Hand me a boat drink. That's all I need. I don't need a massage.
Man, I need a haircut bad. The longer my hair gets, the
You look
more
fine.
the cul-de-sac sticks out. You know?
Well, you got a hat on today.
Yeah, I know, but I got to go do the game tonight, and I'm going like that.
Aaron Hughes says, "I would never want to be massaged by a stranger, especially a guy stranger."
They got stronger hands.
That's because you're insecure.
There you go, and I'm not. They got stronger hands.
Wait, what if you don't really enjoy it, and that means you're insecure because you don't want
Now, be
someone you don't know
He
handling
said by
it?
a man.
No one
By a man,
No one
that's
doesn't
why.
enjoy a massage. That's BS.
I
No,
don't.
no.
BS.
Rock.
Not true. Everyone enjoys a massage.
I don't.
Not necessarily. There's some people like I don't think my dad would ever do it. Just like he doesn't. He's like, no, I don't
But
need
why wouldn't he do it though?
it.
Is
He's
it-
uncomfortable.
you literally think it's because he doesn't want to. His muscles wouldn't feel better relaxed.
No, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable
There you go.
getting touched. That's it.
That's all it is.
Yeah, that's all. You know.
That doesn't. So your dad's insecure?
No,
A little bit.
No, he's not. He
Whoa!
just doesn't like it.
A little bit.
he's the OG hockey dad of this town. You
Hey,
better
and that's
better
fine.
bow down,
That's
baby.
fine. He can have insecurities. He's a
No,
human
just,
being.
He's just like I just don't feel like I just don't feel like it. And I'm like the complete opposite.
Can't
Like,
people
you
like
know,
certain things and not like other things?
There you
Tell
go.
me you don't like the feeling of a massage. Every human being likes the feeling.
I
of a
just think he
massage.
doesn't
unless you have an extreme touch phobia, which you don't, Jim.
I also don't like it when they take a cheese grater to my heel
I need it.
Why not?
and dental
Get it.
implements into my cuticle.
Clean my feet.
It's called. That's what their job
You
is.
ever see people?
I don't
you ever
like
see people with
Why not?
nasty ass feet?
I don't like going to the
It's literally
dentist, but I
cleaning
do
your-
it.
It's literally
I don't
cleaning-
have to have a.
It's literally cleaning your feet. I mean,
And the people
for the
with crappy
benefit of the people
feet
around you
Wear sandals. The people with ugly feet wear sandals for some odd reason.
I don't like sandals.
That's why I like to do pedicures.
You
And I
know
love
that.
wearing a.
Does
pair
that
of
make
know
us?
that.
If I don't like,
I don't like sandals. I don't wear
does
them.
that make us insecure?
It
We don't
does.
like sandals.
It does.
Rock. It's just for me. I like
Just have your-
now,
just
now
have
he's out of
Have
control.
your toes out like a man.
No,
Have your toes out like
no.
a man.
I need to grip
No.
down.
Yeah.
You don't,
I need to
Cam,
grip
you don't,
down.
Cam, you have.
And I've slept.
Cam,
Reminds
you
me
have
of Andy.
You have nothing to run from.
Andy walks like
Cam,
a duck.
You have nobody
with
to
those
run
sandals
from.
on.
You can wear sandals.
Nah,
You have
I
nobody
need
to
it,
run
baby. I just need what's
Wear
up.
a
Like
pair
I
of
need to.
moccasins. Wear something comfortable.
Well, if the moccasins are, I love my slippers I wear and stuff like that. But I'm gonna when I leave, I'm putting
They're
tennis
good.
shoes on, dude.
Me too.
I'm
Or
not even
boots.
in the summertime. I'm
Man,
not wearing it.
I'm just waiting for the day I wear slippers just outside casually.
I wear them all day.
I'm waiting, baby.
I wear slippers all day
Slippers are
around the
best.
house.
Oh, you know what I saw on Shark
yeah.
No, I'm
Tank?
talking about wearing them out. I'm talking about wearing them out.
I ain't doing it.
I
got
saw
nice ones.
high school
I got
kids do
nice
that
ones,
now.
though. I don't care. Good for
I'm just
them.
saying that's a
They
trend.
underst-
It's a trend. I see them at the gas
They
station.
understand comfort.
It's
And
comfort.
they understand that rules are meant to be broken.
These high school kids I'm seeing at the gas station every day, they all wear the same thing, the most comfortable outfit possible. I'm like, I get you. I get you. I'm not going to do the slipper moccasin thing. I just put tennis shoes on. These are comfortable as hell.
Hold on. I saw some on Shark Tank, which is a good default show to watch if it's you and your wife and you can't settle in, right? Shark Tank. Everybody likes it. This product was slippers that had a pull-off sole. So they look like regular, like nice, but a sneaker type shoe. When you go in the house, you just pull the bottom off because you don't want to wear slippers outside if you're trying not to track in dirt. So what's the point of having slippers if you're wearing them outside? So you have a little sole you take off. You might enjoy that, but I'm not wearing sandals.
I don't enjoy that.
I love a pair of sandals.
I don't want to have to walk in my house and have to do anything besides take my shoes off if I want to. I don't want to have to like,
Are you a shoes off house?
hell no.
We are.
No. I got dogs running
You
around.
wear shoes in your house?
Yeah. I do whatever.
I don't like that.
You know?
We have exclusive
Whatever.
hardwood floors, so it's not.
I'm not walking around in dog crap. I don't even go in the yard.
I don't like that. I don't like the shoes.
I don't
in the
even
house.
go in the yard. I go from my driveway to there. There's not much going on.
Then why are you not wearing what?
Well, I'll walk in my house with them and I'll throw them in the closet or something.
And then you go barefoot in the house?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm not wearing shoes all the damn time because I like to be as comfortable as possible.
I was worried for a second.
No. But I'm not worried about tracking.
People who wear their shoes at home terrify me.
Remember back in the day, like
they shouldn't terrify.
They terrify me.
You would see. You ever go to a house back in the day, and the mom and dad would always
something's broken.
The dad would always have like a button-up shirt tucked in with a thing. You're like, geez, no, you don't see that.
Most of the dads who were like that when I was a kid, they were the parents who didn't allow their kid to have friends over. By the way, if you're one of those parents,
I'm telling you,
I hated you. I hated you then.
He's
I
kind
hate
of right
you now.
The dad that always dressed proper.
I just don't understand parents who are you're not allowed to have friends over ever. It's just like what?
Well, because there's stuff going on they don't want people to see.
Or the kids
there's stuff going on.
Or the kids don't want to bring their friends over to even be around their parents.
That's another one too.
That's the thing. Like I'm like, yeah, come over to my house. My parents are like, I love taking people to my house.
All right, we got
the cool parents.
We got a legitimate topic here that Jeff Taylor wants us to talk about.
Oh, the
drink clause. So Drink's contract for every season he wins A+ games. He gets an extra year tacked onto his contract, plus $200,000 added onto his salary for that year. Is 8 wins.
Damn.
Now the benchmark. Well,
wow.
So they go to a 9-game conference schedule. So it goes down to 3 non-conference games.
Yeah.
So you have to go 3-0 in your non-conference games, which will all be cakewalk games. And that means in your 9-game SEC schedule, you got to go 5-4. So does going over 500 in the SEC every year or in a year, does that deserve an extra year of your contract and $200,000?
No,
I think you could argue it does not.
No.
I think,
but it's monopoly money.
But I think his agent successfully did argue that hey, if he goes over 500 in the SEC in a 9-game schedule, I think he deserves a little bit of a boost.
It has nothing to do with how many wins you're getting in the future. It has to do with how many job openings your coach could have jumped to when you're negotiating a contract. Yep. And the truth is, $200,000, it's monopoly money, right? If they want to fire him at some point, they'll fire him. They'll give him a huge payout. It's monopoly money, right? I mean, it's insane how much these coaches are walking with.
It's unbelievable
when they get the short
kids
haircut.
are paying $50,000 a year.
His buyout's still only like 15.
Right. So what are you talking about? What you got to give us $400,000 extra for the 2 years he could have won 8 games? It's chump money comparatively.
Yeah,
comparatively.
Good for him.
Yeah, I know there's some people getting really mad about it. I mean,
I don't know.
I think eight's it's not 6. I think 6 is a really stupid bar to lock in on, and I hate that college football's done that. 8 at least, and again, with the way that the schedule changes, you are saying, you have to go over 500 with an SEC schedule.
You're above mediocrity.
Yeah, it is.
By a tick.
And think about it. I mean, if you think about like a schedule, like the worst case scenario, how do you get 5 wins in the SEC? South Carolina, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Arkansas. Did I say South Carolina already?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Ole Miss,
Auburn, or Ole Miss, or Mississippi State. Okay, you can get 5 wins pretty ugly still in the SEC without actually having to beat a good program. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There will be years where the 5 wins have to include a solid team, but there will probably be a year where the 5-4 means he loses the 4 games to LSU, Georgia, A&M, and like Florida, and I've already forgotten who Mizzou has to play every year now. But I'm just going off. I'm just ripping off the top of my head.
Well, if you look
like
at
those will be like the 4 losses, and then like the 5 wins will just be the
Bama.
5 of the 7 butt asses I just named.
You didn't bring them up.
Football 2026.
Let's see. Let's go through the schedule.
All right, that's always fun. We like it when people go through.
It's college football schedule. It's actually very.
So in 2026, they're 9 games against 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. They're 9 games against the conference. They get 5 at home and 4 away. And it's Florida, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Texas, Texas A&M, Arkansas, Georgia, Ole Miss, Mississippi State. So for him to go 5-4 in conference play next year, he could conceivably beat Kentucky, Arkansas, Ole Miss now without Lane Kiffin, and Mississippi State. But he'd have to do this. He'll have to pull up a win against Florida, Oklahoma, Texas, Texas A&M, or Georgia. He'll have to pull a win against one of those 5 teams. Florida might still kind of suck, so maybe that's the 5 teams. That's a pretty light way to get to the 5 and 4. 2027, that's the hard schedule everyone's been talking about because, first of all, they have 4 home games, 5 road games. Arkansas, Auburn, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Bama, LSU, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Texas A&M. So right there, the easy ones. Arkansas, you never know with Auburn, but right now they suck, so we'll call them an easy one. You never know with Vanderbilt or Tennessee, but let's Pavia's gone. Let's say Vanderbilt's an easy one. And
they'll regress.
They'll regress. So let's call Vanderbilt an easy one. Let's say Tennessee's not because I think they might be, but still. Alabama, LSU, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Texas A&M on the road. It's going to get hard. He's going to have to. I mean, that right there, that 5 wins, that's a legitimate extension-worthy season because that means he has to beat 2 of Tennessee, Alabama, LSU, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Texas A&M. So maybe if Tennessee's not very good and South Carolina's not very good, it's not that hard. But 2027 could be a legitimately tough road to get to 5 and 4. He might have to beat some good teams there. But the overall point is, right there in 2026, you see it. There's going to be some 5 and 4 seasons or better where he really only has to beat one good team to get this.
There's no question. And a tip of the cap.
Good breakdown, by the way,
to his agent for even coming up with that plan.
I know,
like when you're thinking, like I'm thinking, money, right? Security, money for NIL, other things that help you build up the program. Whoever thought, hey, if we get 8 wins, we get an extra year tacked on with more money. Good for you,
God Almighty! Who is his agent?
Like I don't know.
Who is he?
He got Sexton.
Jesus, sounds like he does.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant thing.
Being a college football head coach, being an agent for head coaches in college football. Oh, my God. Tyler.
Yeah, he's got Jimmy Sexton. I thought that's why
Jimmy Sexton.
Yeah,
would that ever cross your mind to work out a deal like that?
I think Pinkel had that.
Did he have that?
I bet you somebody. Yeah.
I'm like 80% sure that Pinkel's last contract, or maybe you know what? I might be conflating this with Konzo's contract as a basketball coach because he had a contract where he was getting a year added on every year, and the stipulations to get it added on automatically were so low, and then people discovered that bar, and they were like, whoa, he's just like not got to be the worst team in the SEC, and he gets an extra year automatically. I might be conflating Konzo's weird contract with Pinkel, but I thought
he was also the hot ticket in college basketball at the time, which gives you leverage.
And Jeff Taylor says it's not Sexton. I just pulled up an article that said it's Sexton, so I'm pretty sure it's Sexton. I think a lot of people were throwing out his name because he had control over all the LSU stuff. Because people were saying if Lane doesn't happen, he backdoors his other client in there. Gino says the better question is how many years does Notre Dame miss the playoff with their new deal with the committee? My guess is not many, if any at all.
Can you explain that?
How does that feel, Rockio?
Can you just explain it to me?
Apparently, the deal is that if Notre Dame is in the top 10 or Notre Dame's new deal, it's either top 10 or top 12. If they're in the top 12 by the selection committee, starting in 2026, they are guaranteed a playoff spot. And apparently they would kick out the lowest ranked team. And so this year, I guess it would have been JMU. So
well, there you go.
But then again, the college football playoff rules probably will only exist for one more year. So to Gino's point, one more year.
First off, I'm not a Notre Dame hater.
So it doesn't piss me off that much.
But it should piss you off.
It should. It's a joke.
Now, I have a company called Jim Hayes Enterprise.
Yes.
We handle litigation and marketing.
You guys are kind of the Notre Dame of marketing.
Someone needs to file a lawsuit. Some school needs just to fire a shot. How can one school in a supposedly bipartisan committee get a special deal? How can one school get a special deal?
How does that happen?
Apparently, okay, so if the bracket is expanded to 14 teams, they're guaranteed a playoff berth by being ranked 13th or higher. So they get an extra spot of grace if it gets expanded to 14.
But they shouldn't get anything that other schools shouldn't get.
I would agree.
So would a court.
It's unbelievable.
But I mean, again,
what?
That's what Catholics do.
What was Catholics?
Can't pay taxes on our churches. Can't get in a conference to get into the playoff.
You're conflating You're conflating some things.
I'm aware of that, Jim. Thank you. No, I mean it's annoying. It's annoying, but again, the Jimmy Sexton route. Got to tip your cap. The fact that they actually got this rule in after getting what they saw as screwed. That's kind of funny.
I don't know how you get that rule in.
I don't know either.
I'd like to go to that school.
Notre Dame, it's beautiful.
It is really is a beautiful campus.
My buddy's son
although
is going there.
They were behind the times in upgrading those dorms.
Really? That's unacceptable.
I had to stay in those dorms in like 2007. No AC.
What?
No AC in the dorms.
Why would you stay? Why are you staying there?
We were in for a lacrosse tournament.
Oh, cool.
There
There
was
all
AC
that
in the
money.
dorm. It was one of the older dorms, but
That place should be built in gold.
Mizzou at that same time was also like replacing the last dorm that didn't have AC.
You were
units.
probably staying in the atheist dorm.
There you go.
Oh.
I don't know why they stick CBC there. It seems a little bit of a shot.
They looked in your soul. And they're
Stop
like, we're gonna
it.
put
Stop
you
it.
over here.
Don't
Probably
say that. Stop damning me to hell. You guys are the worst. You guys are hockey
I didn't mean to be
bombing.
hockey.
You guys are
I didn't mean to be
bombing
hockey.
me right now.
Probably a dorm for the high school kids that go to play tournaments.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a real dorm. Jeff Taylor
Every
says
dorm should be
Vandy
nice.
just got the number 1 QB flipped from Georgia. I'm sure they are now. So I guess maybe Vandy won't be a walkover coming up in the future.
So they just got a big dog.
They flipped a kid from Georgia. What else we got here? Jeff Taylor says he only enjoys massages on the east side.
Or that dark alleyway.
That's because you don't know where to look on the west side.
No doubt.
Gino says the more Rockio talks, the more it amazes me. He doesn't have a lot of close girlfriends and not an actual girlfriend. I do have a lot of friends. I do have a lot of friends who are girls.
Jesus, Gino.
It's called being a well-rounded human being. Try it sometime.
Wow. Gino, that was mean.
It wasn't mean.
He'll dig at
it. It has to be cutting to be mean. That was,
okay.
That was 6th grade schoolboy.
Yeah,
BS.
yeah.
Come on,
be
dude.
better. Hashtag.
I mean, listen, man.
Be better.
He hasn't dropped it yet, but here's the tell.
That's
When condescension's coming from Rockio, my guy. I thought it was my brother.
It's
but
my
when
guy.
He says
I never
my
said
guy.
my brother.
No,
I said my brother.
Yeah,
you're wrong.
But I couldn't place it.
My guy.
But
My guy.
whenever he wants to be condescending, he throws in my guy.
My guy.
And he hadn't dropped that
I
yet.
feel sorry for you.
My God.
That's what it is. You said my brother. I'm like, I was like,
I do not say my brother.
I
That
don't-
would be
My guy.
My guy.
That would be a wild
that's what
thing
it
to
is.
say.
My guy.
Henry Wells says the winter meetings are in full swing. Diehard Cardinal fans will continue to savagely. This is Jim's burner. Diehard Cardinals fans will continue to savagely defend this franchise from the constant onslaught of trolls and negative press. The Cardinal way will never die.
So here's the thing.
Jeez.
Henry got mad at me on Randy's show when I told him that BFib isn't a thing.
What do you mean it's not a thing?
I mean, like there's other fan bases that are also really good baseball fans. And he goes, no, Cardinals are the best fans of baseball. Okay, they're champ.
I mean, that's
Here's the difference from someone who's lived elsewhere. All right, you don't want to hear it?
No.
No.
I do. I really want to hear this.
Listen, my guy. I've lived in Philly, right outside New York. Big baseball towns. The difference is that in St. Louis, there are more people emotionally tied based on the fact that there's not other teams. There's not a lot of other things. It means more. I'm a New Yorker originally.
SEC guy over here now.
There's less
It
things
just
around
means more.
to emotionally attach to. So it's been generation. When I first got here, I walked my dog, and I'm walking in the neighborhood. Hadn't even started yet, and I can hear every house has the Cardinal game on, either radio, TV, whatever it was at the time. I was back in 1920. I don't know. I'm just saying that there's a different feel because that's like there's less other things.
Oh, you're right, shoulder.
It's a
Oh, Hayes
bigger-
again.
I mean, good for you.
And that doesn't mean that there's not other great fan bases. There are.
Ball on the tee. Jimmy put it right to the warning track. Nicely done.
Isn't that you don't think that
nice swing?
you don't think there's anything to that?
I think there's something to people.
I mean, you don't
people
like
watch a lot
baseball.
of baseball here because they're bored out of their minds. That's fair.
Well,
That
they also have soccer.
Doesn't make them the best fans in baseball. I think it's
If you can pull some of those fans watching
it's a wonderful moniker.
that World Cup Draw live show. If you can pull some of those people,
Christ.
if you can pull some of those,
I blame ESPN and the college football show for that.
who's got
farce.
better? Who's the top 5 fan bases in baseball in your opinion?
Cardinals are definitely top 3. I think.
well, I mean, fine. I mean, that's actually being fair. We were discussing this on a show.
Sometimes I don't know if you're being sarcastic because I look into your eyes and you just get this.
Listen, part of this is that I grew up in a bubble of people who told me best fans in baseball, best fans in baseball, best fans in baseball.
Well, that was Joe Strauss.
No, Joe Strauss said it mockingly. My parents said it legitimately. I grew up in a household that said that stuff without any BS, with their full chest, believe that stuff. Then I get to college and I start meeting other people and I hear other Cardinals fans, including myself, say best fans of baseball. I go, wow, what a pompous.
But if you're saying top three, how far are they off? That's what I don't understand. Where your beef is. You're saying top three. It's debatable.
I say top three because the numbers back it up. They put 2 to 3 million in the stands, more than any other franchise. But the reason why people say best fans in baseball is because when we clap for a good defensive play, I think it's like, again, I think it's just kind of like a nice little subtle, let's pat ourselves on the back.
Anything his parents said to him as a kid.
We don't have a lot here in St. Louis. Let's pat ourselves on the back. But I see why other people around the country.
You admit they have good fans.
But as soon as you get a point of view that isn't, you grew up in St. Louis and you've been told this since you were born, it's a pompous thing to say. It's a ridiculous statement.
Is it self-serving? Of course. Any fan base that pumps out their chest, we're the best.
Fun of those fan
What's
bases.
wrong with it?
I make fun of.
But they legitimately do have great fans.
Like, I make
great
fun
baseball.
of Cowboys
it's a
fans
baseball
for thinking
town.
they're a good fan base. Just because you're everywhere doesn't mean you're a good fan base.
Listen, I'm just saying, my experience, the fact that it's so interwoven in the fabric of St. Louis. That makes them a little different than other towns where they have great.
It's a great sports town.
Philly fans are great baseball fans. They got other stuff.
It's an incredible sport. It is an incredible.
Got
sports
stabbings
town.
to do.
It's an incredible sports town. You don't need to. It doesn't need to be we're the best fans in America thing. It's Cowboys. It
give me a good fan base.
San Francisco, they have Molotov cocktails to throw.
It reeks of Cowboys America's team. And I hate that moniker, and I don't want my team to be associated.
What
with
fan base do you look at like you guys are doing it right?
There's a lot of fan bases I respect.
Like what?
I mean, Pittsburgh Steelers, Green Bay Packers.
Ooh,
great fan bases.
Baseball.
I don't know that much about baseball.
Philly
yes,
fans.
Yes, you do.
Philly fans,
Yankee fans, or Mets fans. Crazy.
Again, I was just
Giants fans.
I was making fun of Knicks fans for being absolutely bonkers, insane people.
What about the Brewers?
Who win one playoff series in 20 years and lose it? Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong.
Chicago Cubs fans.
Can I just tell you something? Have you ever been in Madison Square Garden?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Really?
Then why don't you sit this one out? Comrade.
Am I wrong that they cheered like they wanted?
He needs to travel
after a first round.
He needs to travel.
He needs to go. Rachel, take this boy places.
We are. We
because
he's
him
places. I don't even go to Madison Square Garden to make fun of Knicks fans.
He's in a little bubble, and he doesn't realize it. And he can't get out. Rachel, take him out of his bubble, boy.
I'm trying to get out of the bubble here. I'm trying to stop St. Louis from just patting itself on the back for the littlest things,
like every fan base does. Okay,
and I make fun of the fan bases who do it. And so I'm making fun of St. Louis when we do it.
You know who the meanest fans in baseball?
Joe Strauss. That was the one thing about Joe Strauss I never disagreed
New York.
with. He was always right about
the meanest fans in baseball.
San Francisco Giants.
Yep, most vile.
Really?
I've never heard more vile things from the fans.
They are.
And where it sets up,
them and Dodgers fans,
they are right on top of the dugout. Right?
I mean, they literally. I mean, those
they'll
fan
stab
bases
each other.
beat the crap out of each other.
There's a killing
almost every time they play each other. It's the closest thing we have to soccer. Like actual soccer rivalry.
Yeah.
Like there are legitimately problems. Like, and Katie Wu even made a joke about it. She just goes, I'm coming back to my home state to cover the Dodgers. Just don't ask what city I'm from in California. Because she's going to LA as a San Francisco somebody who grew up as a Giants fan. So
you would think San Francisco people would be more chilled out.
No, Giants fans are insane.
No,
are they coming from Oakland or something?
The vile stuff. Again, the dugout's right there. It's bad. The things they said. And then
they're bad.
I can't remember the outfielder. Ryan Ludwig told me he was out shagging early and the stands had just opened.
God, he caught it pregame?
And there was a biker gang in center field.
Okay.
That's
like
fun.
That's what giant 20 guys, and he said they were all jacked. And they said they were gonna jump over the wall and come down and let's put it nicely.
I know exactly.
Have their way with him.
Oh my God.
And I said, "What'd you do?" And he said, I went in.
Biker gang.
That's insane.
Man, there's a lot going on
right,
up and down.
Didn't a
California.
Giant fan stab a Dodger fan last year, 2 years ago? It happened.
Didn't Dodgers fans cave in a Giants fan's skull?
I think it was. I think both sides. I think it's give and take.
It's bad.
So, like, and the Yankees, Red Sox, like I've seen fights in the stands.
I mean, Red Sox fans, you got to give credit to Red Sox fans.
Cards Cubs is a great rivalry, but a friendly one.
Yeah.
Like the Cardinal fans' hatred of the Cubs is sort of a fun hatred.
Yeah, I don't see.
They don't want to kill them.
Cardinal fans aren't rude.
I think it's why. It's because if you ask St. Louis who's your biggest rival, they'll say Chicago. If you ask Chicago who their biggest rival is, it's going to take you a while before somebody says St. Louis.
Of course, it's Kansas City thinks your rival St. Louis. And so because St. Louis don't give a crap about
because that
Kansas
like
City.
tamps down the actual like fervor.
No,
I feel like New York and Boston fight because
have you been to Wrigley?
Yes.
Okay. To me, it's friendly. Like you give each other a hard time and you drink a beer together. It's I don't know. It's a rivalry.
Mine was a little tense only because the one game I've been to, Cardinals Cubs in Wrigley, it was literally they traded leads in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th innings, and so so I'm going crazy when the Cardinals retake the lead, and there was a group of Cubs fans right in front of me who like I started jawing back and forth with because literally it was like Yachty big hit. Like I think it was Beltran big hit. I'm trying to figure out what year it was exactly, and it was
probably Derek Lee in there somewhere.
Yeah, you're probably somewhere in there. It was absolutely insane. So it did get a little chippy, but it was a fun chippy. I don't
see any of that at Cardinal game or Blues game.
That's the difference.
No, you can hear a pin dropping them.
No,
that's the difference.
Bothers me so
you can argue with Cubs fans. I've seen it because Cameronwell was right there in the stands before they did away with it, and you could hear it, but it was like good nature.
Yeah, I noticed that the other day when I was at. I'm going to notice it again tonight.
You know what? I got to give credit to the person who pointed that out to me and really made me go, "Oh my god!"
I never really.
Brooke Grimsley pointed that out to me about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. She's like, because she obviously the first time she ever went to an NHL game was early on when the Predators were still new in Nashville. And she was like, they figured out the atmosphere there pretty quickly.
Yeah,
and
they keep it going.
Said comparatively,
you're right.
She goes, there are not moments at a Predators game where you can hear a pin drop for like a minute at a time.
I noticed that.
And there are a half dozen to 10 of those moments every Blues game where all of a sudden everything hits a perfect lull, and it's like everyone decides we're not going to cheer. There's nothing to cheer for, and that place is dead.
You know how I figured that out?
Silent.
You know how I figured that out?
You accidentally yelled something during it.
Losey was talking so freaking loud. I go, Jesus! And I'm thinking, this is really quiet in here.
Like, how do I hear him?
Like, I'm listening. He's on the other side talking to people. I'm like, he could calm down back there.
It's the only thing about Blues games that really kind of like throws me off and kind of disappoints me because
but does Nashville have Cam Janssen on the jumbotron?
No,
they don't.
No, they got a country star.
Hold on,
really
the camera wasn't up. Hold on, you weren't even in here. I got to do this again.
Sorry.
Don't do it that hard. And watch.
What is
gentle.
happening? What was just happening?
Because that's what I want this guy to do to my
Watch
ear.
a guy to slap his ears.
They go like this.
If that's not the weirdest thing ever, he wanted someone to slap his ears.
I'll show you the video. You're gonna be like, oh my god, Rock. I'm not insecure.
Had to get that on camera.
That's why I love you.
Probably
buddy.
send that clip out.
I'm sorry though. The biggest, probably the scariest game to go to. What I would think, what I've seen actually live. And I see videos of it all the time, is the Eagles versus the Giants at either one of those places.
Yeah, so, I mean,
and they're freaking fights and women fighting and fight.
Philly and New York fans are intense in a way that we aren't.
The football game.
But see, the thing is, like, some people here in St. Louis can't stand that kind of fandom. I don't necessarily like it. I respect it.
I'm not dealing with it.
I respect that kind of fandom.
I can tell you this.
I don't want to.
I'm not dealing with it.
Certain stadiums, and this is not sexist. I'm just saying it's a different
Better
feel.
not be.
It seems like when I've been to game at Giant Stadium or in Philly, there are less female fans.
Interesting.
Than in other sports. Because I think
swinging,
it's like,
you know what?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Looking for
mean
trouble.
And drunk.
And Buffalo, New York.
They're psychos.
It's freezing cold. They apparently in Buffalo. I don't know if it still stands.
I feel like
they drink more beer, more liquor per capita in Buffalo than anywhere in the country.
Is it just Enterprise relative to like other? Like I feel like Blues games are always have a higher percentage of women than Cardinals games or any other sport. Like are there
Cardinal games have
other
a lot.
NHL rinks like that? So NHL is just like. Is it because they get to wear scarves?
I don't know, but there's women
That's
all
why I like
over
it.
the place
That's why I
in
like it.
bunches. They go together.
love hockey.
They go together and they sit and like you're kind of like, geez.
They want to meet Cam Janssen. No,
then
but
I turn my head and they're like, "Oi."
I just think the environment, like,
Great looking scarf, by the way.
if it's you and 9 buddies that have already drank too much, going to a game looking for trouble.
I don't want anything to do with
Wait,
you.
now hold on a second. You
Spin
phrase
it
that
out
way.
with some
You
women.
phrase it that way. Hold on a moment. Then I got to ask a question.
What?
Old Arena,
That was so
Checker
different.
Dome. There were not a lot of women because
No.
the guys, to Jim's point, the guys were
Different.
drinking beer, getting
Mean.
ready to get into fights at the
Bump
Checker
in
Dome
India.
on purpose.
It's Fight Club.
Complete.
It's Fight Club.
So
in
my,
the
question,
stand.
so my question is,
Enterprise now is
happened-
everybody's happy
What
and sweet
happened?
and nice.
What happened in St. Louis between the closing of the Checker Dome and the early 2000s? Is it just the culture of America?
Brett Hall came into town.
They
and
put
the
fluoride-
Everyone went
and
happy?
the girls wanted to come,
Okay.
and then the moms now have daughters, and it just trickled down.
They put fluoride in the water.
Brett Hall was handsome, dude. He had the look.
We have to. You know what that means? We have who the secretary that everyone talks about from the St. Louis Blues, who worked there for like 30 years. Matthew
Caruso.
Or no, her last name.
What?
She was the
Oh.
team's secretary for like 2 dozen. For
I
like
know
2 dozen years.
Matthews.
The last name's Matthew. We can probably.
I thought you were talking about Secretary Hegseth.
No. We can probably credit her.
Innocent
We
fisherman.
can probably credit her for solving a violence problem in St. Louis.
Yeah. It's actually a really nice environment.
And
I
it
really
seriously,
is. It's
I
fantastic.
watch from up there
It should
every
be.
freaking game, and I just, they're my kind of like just kind of watching. Everybody's happy. I don't see anybody wasted. Girls are everywhere. It's
the
it's
mindset
really a
really-
nice
The
experience.
mindset really changed in the 90s.
Isn't that crazy?
But St. Louis is sort of a family, city. Like the Cardinals games are safe. I don't see
Big
people
time.
start.
Susan.
Never.
I just think it's
Never
a different atmosphere.
Dave Green always knows it. Susie.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Davey.
Thanks,
the
boss.
Dave.
Lifeblood
Thanks
of
to
the
Dave.
Lifeblood of the Blues for like 2-3 decades.
Yes, and I know her. I just forget names.
I was blanking on the first name.
I forget
And
names.
I knew the last name. I was like, that's going to confuse people. It's going to sound like a first name.
Yeah, I don't want to go to an NFL game.
Well, you didn't want to go to a soccer game.
Gino says,
I don't want to go to an
Cincy-
NFL game.
Gino says, since he has some really good baseball fans, they've just been desensitized by dog crap baseball for decades. We are well on our way to be that here. And my thing about Cincinnati fans is just like, I mean, you don't have to tell me they're good Reds fans. I know that they are incredible Bengals fans. Like the Bengals fan base is one of the best fan bases in the NFL. Like that's I think the one that stirs the drink in that city of Cincinnati. That's a great sports town.
He said
That's a
Concy.
I agree.
I know. I know. That is an incredible sports town in my opinion. One of the most underrated in
Cincinnati.
America.
I mean, and they
Ohio,
also
man.
they also have
Those
plenty of
SOBs
history to
are
hang their
crazy.
hats on.
They do.
I mean, the Big Red Machine was
man.
dominant.
What years was
You know
that?
what's crazy? When you go back to the Big Red Machine, it's like how few NL teams have repeated back-to-back years. It's kind of crazy how little it's really happened.
Well, it's harder now.
It's harder now, but
yeah.
I'm saying even like then, there's like a lot of NL teams didn't go on crazy runs.
If you can keep their talent when you have that kind of roster,
That's a fun historical team to go back. If you're like me,
What years?
I was born in '91. Big Red Machine's a fun team to go back and learn about.
what year? What year
years?
did they start? I mean, they were Tony Perez at first base, Johnny Bench behind the plate.
And what was it, 76 and 77?
Sounds about right. Joe Morgan at second base, Dave Concepcion at shortstop.
75 and 76. My apologies. So they started. So they finished first in the division in 1970. Lose the World Series to the Orioles. 2 years later, they finished
Orioles.
first again. They lose the World Series to the Athletics. Then they're first again in 73. They finished second in 74. First in 75 and 76 when they win the World Series over the Yankees and Red Sox, respectively.
Oh, wow.
They finished second twice in 77 and 78, and then first again in 79. So across a 10-year run, they finished first in their division 2, 4, 6 times, second another 3 times, and worse than second once.
And then after that run,
For the
what
Cincinnati
have
Reds,
they done for the last 50 years? Have they no way? They haven't won.
since then? So they won the World Series in 1990.
Okay.
So yeah, 75,
That's a-
76.
1990 kind of
They
splits
go.
it up a
They
little
don't go to the playoffs for 2 years, and they go to the playoffs in 79. They missed the playoffs the entirety of the 80s.
Oh!
And then they rip off a World Series win in 1990, a sweep of the Oakland Athletics for the second time in
draft
20
picks
years.
just started popping, getting their groove on. I guess
I
in
don't
that
know
decade.
enough about.
And then all of a sudden they
bring me the
baseball.
roster from
That's
that.
going to have to be
that
Dave
90
on that one. The 90 team. Let me get it for you here, Mr. Hayes. They go 91 and 71. They beat the Pirates in the NLCS. Joe Oliver behind the plate. Todd Benzinger at first base. Mariano Duncan, second base. Third base was Chris Sabo. Barry Larkin was their shortstop. Billy Hatcher, Eric Davis, and Paul O'Neill round out their outfield.
So was Davis.
They had 4 players finish in the top 20 in MVP voting. Barry Larkin, Chris Sabo, Eric Davis, and Paul O'Neill all finished top 20 in MVP voting. They had another 2 players who had MVP votes in Jose Rio, their starting pitcher, who went 14-8, and their closer, Randy Myers, who
one of the nasty boys with the Mets,
31 saves and finished 5th in Cy Young.
You don't
voting.
even make the playoffs for a decade.
They had 4 starting.
Boom!
I love that.
That's
also
awesome.
But back then the playoffs,
it was harder to make the playoffs.
Oh, that's true.
There was only 2 rounds. It was literally just NLCS World Series.
Oh, Daddy Padre chimes in. He goes, "How has Rocchio not been to MSG? Wasn't there a big AOC rally last year?"
I've never been to New York.
You need to get out and about. You need to get out and about. You tell me that I'm a recluse.
I've been to a lot of places in the last 2-3 years, man. I went to Mexico for the first time. I went to St. Martin. I've been to Florida a bunch more times. I went to Vegas for the first time.
Like that, didn't you?
I went to Arizona. I've been to Arizona twice. I went to a couple new places in California.
You're chipping away.
I don't like going north, and so New York's a tough.
You'll enjoy New York. You gotta go see the Big Apple.
Look at their mayors.
Eventually,
look at them like they would hug you.
Your boy is there.
Freedom Rings from earlier says this simp even simps the B-fibs with a laughing emoji.
I'm Freedom Rings 2025, soon to be 2026. That's my moniker.
Freedom Rings,
you
baby.
Stole it. Listen, you would love New York because they have all these great little restaurants, and each one has a rack outside where you can store your Molotov cocktails. You can store them there.
Rock you. You got to go see the Big Apple.
I know.
Cruise
around.
What do you say? I don't want to go north.
You got to go.
Eventually. I have friends who live in New York now. We're planning on visiting them probably in the next year.
But he said he didn't want to go. It's almost like
it's almost like it was a joke.
He said, okay. Because
sometimes I don't know with you.
And you know what? Like, you just came down on me because I don't want Sven slapping me around with a massage.
Oh, God.
But I'm afraid to go east because of all the bad
I didn't say east.
That'd be racist.
I didn't say east. I have no
north.
I have no
north.
Thank you very much.
You said it
like the
north.
north.
I don't want to go north because
he hates the north.
He likes the south.
He hates the northeast.
Because I'm scared of the cold.
Don't be scared.
Rooster says
You'll be okay. Put a coat on.
Go to
summertime.
I've been to New York. I live there. They have seasons. Like, there's times where it's like 95 degrees.
Spring?
Nah, I'm good. I'm kidding. I'll go up there eventually.
So you and Wombat said he went to Cat's Deli the other day, and yeah, it's $35.
Did he like it?
But it's so effing good.
It's so good.
Everything is going to cost a lot. Get over it.
Yeah, no doubt.
And you wait online.
You got and you better have everything ready, or you're crapped out of luck. I think they boot you out if you don't have your ticket. Like, they're like, no, this.
I need what I always do. Like when I went to San Francisco for the first time this past year, it was perfect. I had Rachel had a conference, and so I was just walking around the city. I was taking the trolley to all different parts of where I was around, and I was just going to little restaurants when I was walking around, and that's 100% what I would do.
But he does listen. He doesn't like the North, but he's next year. This year he's going to Scotland. Just wait till you don't like cold.
It's rainy there though. It doesn't snow.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but we're going.
It will snow like a blizzard.
But again, to your point, we're going in May.
You owe your life to Rachel.
There it is.
Not really. Rooster
does.
He
does.
I owe my life to Kate.
We need a rock clause.
I owe mine to E.
He has to
save my life.
He has to present 1 ounce of joy on each show, and he can come back the next day. And it can't be about communism.
Ooh. Yeah, he doesn't like the North. He doesn't like cold. Huh.
I do not like the cold.
He doesn't like entire groups of people.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about like millions of people. He doesn't like them for one reason.
Who?
He likes the Midwest.
Who did I say I don't like?
Kansas City's not millions, but close to a million, right? You hate everyone from Kansas City.
I didn't say I hate everyone.
No, you did. You pretty much
did. A lot
did.
of hatred.
Great city, bad people. I don't hate everyone there.
I actually talked to a guy who lived in Kansas City.
How'd it go?
And he said he was actually a really nice guy. He's a
nice
distributor
place to
for
live.
our barbecue sauce.
But he's not kicking around a soccer ball.
No.
Hey, you know what I do? I put my hair up in a bun and I kick the soccer ball around.
There is a lisp in there.
What do you mean?
Fairly prominent one.
There's a lisp in there.
I didn't no lisp detected.
You had to chew in your mouth. You had to chew in your mouth.
No lisp detected, huh?
I was just talking about the joy that
That's
people
it.
have playing their sport.
That's it.
Cam, we'll take a break.
Like hold on, I played lacrosse. I'd put the helmet on and I'd go out and I'd play lacrosse.
Yeah, baby.
Or I'd kick the soccer ball.
Soccer,
I played summer league.
Soccer does.
I played summer league lacrosse.
Soccer
That one
takes
was
shrapnel
intense.
from
That one
all
was
kinds
intense.
of athletes.
That one
though.
was intense.
And they don't even know that. I don't even think they know they're saying it. It's just like something to say. Jackson Dart did it the other day because he took a hit and he's explaining this isn't soccer. This is football.
Take the break.
Remember that?
Take the break.
Soccer just takes hits here and there, man. Not from me though, Rocky.
Go to break first.
Not from me. Go to break first.
Call football.
We're gonna break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Hot Take Central 2.0.
St. Louis, meet your new daily companion, the Lou Information Station app. Listen live anywhere, anytime with one click. Dive into live or on-demand content. It's the fastest way to stay connected to the conversations that matter in the Lou. Just search Lou Information Station in the App Store or Google Play and download it free today. The Lou Information Station app. Crystal clear St. Louis talk 24/7.
Joined now by the boss, Dave Green. Dave, we're building something pretty special here, but running a growing media company takes more than great content. Tell us why you chose Home Bank for your business banking.
For us, it's all about relationships. With Home Bank, we're not just an account number. We know the people there, and they know us, our goals, and where we're headed. That personal connection makes all the difference.
Greener, when you say relationships, what does that really look like?
They not only know my name, Cam, they know our business. And when I need something, whether it's a phone call or a text, weekday or weekend, morning or night, I get a response from someone I know and help with whatever I need.
That's huge. And for a business like ours, you need a bank that can move at the pace you're moving.
Exactly. We're in a fast-changing media world, and Home Bank has been a steady partner through it all.
Home Bank is a team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001.
Home Bank, member FDIC, more than a bank, they're your business partner.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
Your LouInfo.com news report. A driver involved in a crash on I-70 was hit and killed after getting out of their car. The Missouri State Highway Patrol said the first crash, which caused no injuries, happened just after midnight on eastbound I-70 between Bermuda Drive and Lucas and Hunt Road. When one driver stepped out of their vehicle, they were struck by an oncoming car. Firefighters in Lincoln County spent Sunday night battling a large fire near a mobile home between Hawk Point and Troy. A barn's roof collapsed and burning hay made it tough to extinguish, but they did put it out. And officials say the barn had no utilities, making the blaze suspicious. They're working to determine a cause. Spire, Missouri will waive its $22 monthly customer charge for qualifying low-income customers beginning next year. The move follows approval from the Missouri Public Service Commission and builds on more than $23 million in assistance distributed last fiscal year. Spire said rising inflation and energy costs continue to make bill management difficult for many households. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
Fast Track Auto Transport has been a trusted leader in vehicle shipping for over 25 years, providing reliable, affordable service across the U.S. Fast Track offers fast and safe transportation solutions for individuals, dealerships, fleets, and businesses of all sizes. The Fast Track team prides itself on honest communication, competitive pricing, and real-time tracking, which gives our customers peace of mind from pickup to delivery. Whether you're shipping a single car or managing a large fleet, Fast Track delivers a smooth, hassle-free experience every time. Come see why Fast Track Auto Transport has been St. Louis's go-to company for all your vehicle transport needs for over 25 years. The trusted way, the safe way, the Fast Track way. Visit ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004. That's ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen.
The most perfectly trained athlete ever.
And Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
I'm an influential and respected man.
On the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0.
Yeah, baby. 8:55. Let's go. Tuesday, Hot Take Central 2.0. I want to tell you, by the way, hey, St. Louis. You want a backyard paradise? Man, oh man. All you got to do is talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors, and you got to do it now. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors is a family-owned St. Louis business helping families make the most of their backyard. From pools to patios to outdoor kitchens, fire features, and even sport courts. They'll design and build a perfect retreat for relaxing, entertaining, and making memories. With free on-site consultations, professional designs, and over 25 years of experience, Merrimack Pools and Outdoors will bring your vision to life. Start your backyard transformation today at SplashSTL.com. That's SplashSTL.com.
Can you imagine?
What? Oh, hi. How are you?
Can you imagine you have a pool with a hot tub built in, a perfect place for have some 6'5" guy come and slap your ears? You would love that.
I would love that. Well, Ed, let me get, poor Ed's like,
no, there's no explaining it.
I don't know if you ever see a video like I want to go to get a hair. I got to get a haircut today, but I like to go get a haircut from a guy that massages your head, takes his time, puts all that stuff in your hair. He kind of does things to your ears, like he gets all the. He'll even give you a leg length. Probably going to cost me $120. Tip him out $40. I don't care. It's a nice, relaxing massage haircut.
You know, that vibrating ear thing. There are machines that do that. Apparently, that is like one of the fastest ways to reduce your cortisol and your sense of anxiety. It's very calming. It's the same reason why a dog likes having their ears rubbed.
Take that and like it, Jimmy.
Except,
you hear that?
Except he doesn't want a machine. He wants a 6'5" gentleman by the name of Bubba
with strong hands
to come and smack around his earlobe.
I'm not insecure, right, Rock?
Yeah. First of all, whoever this Bubba is very popular. Apparently,
you're not insecure.
Thank you.
He's been coming up a lot. But no. Here's the thing, though. Cam is a big guy, and I'm not sure that a lesser man could vibrate his ears enough.
Oh, I did it. I just did it.
You didn't do it the right way. You were too aggressive. All right, let's go to break. Let's regroup. We'll be back. Hot Take Central 2.0.
Buddy.
What do you say, buddy?
Man, life comes at you fast. 1 minute you're cruising home, the next flashing lights in your rear view.
And that's when you need backup. With the Legal Buddy app, you can connect to a local attorney in seconds.
Seconds? Not waiting days for a callback?
Nope, right away. DWI, car accident, criminal charge, traffic ticket, Legal Buddy's got your back.
So it's like having a lawyer in your pocket.
Exactly. Someone ready to step in the moment you need them, no matter the situation.
That's peace of mind.
That's Legal Buddy.
We're always going to be buddies, right?
All right, where do I get this?
Just download the Legal Buddy app at LegalBuddyApp.com. Register and use code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Nice. Tickets, accidents, legal trouble, you're covered.
The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download it today. Enter code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Buddy, you don't get much better than this.
Yep.
When you buy a hot tub, you want more than bubbles. You want value that lasts. At St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, their low overhead means premium American-made products priced better than the competition, and the best price guarantee in town will beat any local dealer on a comparable model. With over 38 years in business and 400-plus five-star reviews, you can trust they'll be there to service your spa long after the sale. St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, highest quality, best price. Visit besthotTubPrices.com today.
When it's time to bring the energy, don't fake it, fuel it. Drink Thunder is the all-natural, plant-based, fruit-based pre-workout drink that gives you real results without the junk. No sugar, no crash, just clean energy, powered by nature, and loaded with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to help you perform at your best. Go to drinkthunder.com and grab your favorite flavor, orange mango, blackberry lemonade, or strawberry cream. Drink Thunder, the clean way to power your workout. drinkthunder.com.
Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios. This is the Lou Information Station, KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis.
President Trump unveiled his $12 million farm aid package yesterday.
This relief will provide much-needed certainty to farmers as they get this year's harvest to market and look ahead to next year's crops. And it'll help them continue their efforts to lower food prices for American families.
During a roundtable at the White House, Trump insisted the money was not in response to farmers being hit hard by his tariff policies, but rather due to the Biden administration's bad policies. The announcement comes as the Trump administration says it's making affordability its number one issue. Trump's traveling to Pennsylvania today, kicking off his national tour touting his economic agenda. Many polls show Americans say affordability is out of control, and they're starting to place the responsibility for fixing it on Trump. Trump will be speaking at the Mount Airy Casino Resort in Paradise Township. And in a related item, drivers are paying less at the gas pump. AAA reports today's national average is $2.95 per gallon of regular. That's about a nickel down from last week and roughly 12 cents from a month ago. Democrat Senator Tammy Duckworth called the double-tap strike on a trafficking boat a war crime, claiming she'd seen the video during an appearance on CNN.
I have seen the video, and it is deeply disturbing.
But less than 60 seconds later...
No, I've just seen what's been available in the media. Okay. I've read the full report, but I've not seen the actual video.
Critics say her comments exaggerate the facts to frame the story against the Trump administration. Luigi Mangioni's defense lawyers say police in Pennsylvania made up a story about a possible bomb as a reason to search Mangioni's backpack without a warrant. The backpack search during Mangioni's arrest a year ago at a McDonald's is the centerpiece of the ongoing evidence suppression pretrial hearing in New York City. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Commerce moves fast. Your business should too. If you're not on the first page of search results, you're losing customers. Out of sight, out of mind is true. Don't let that be you. iLocal.net has helped local businesses dominate search results since 2009. For a limited time, iLocal.net is offering a free website analysis to improve the online presence of your business. Local business owners across the U.S. turn to iLocal.net to improve their search engine rankings. Search engines are constantly changing their algorithms. You need the professionals who know how to use those changes to benefit your business. Don't hope for new customers. Get found and be chosen. Call 888-699-2407 for your free website analysis. Don't wait. Call 888-699-2407. That's 888-699-2407 for your free website analysis. Call 888-699-2407.
We interrupt this program for an on-the-spot news report.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
St. Louis sports fans, now you can go deeper with STL Sports Central Insiders. Get exclusive access to Bernie Miklasz, Randy Carricker, Mike Claiborne, Jamal Mayers, and more. Plus, your chance to watch a Blues game in the alumni box with Jamal himself. Also, monthly giveaways, Bernie's columns all week, and you'll be supporting local sports media. Join now at stlsportscentral.com.
Fast Track Auto Transport has been a trusted leader in vehicle shipping for over 25 years, providing reliable, affordable service across the U.S. Fast Track offers fast and safe transportation solutions for individuals, dealerships, fleets, and businesses of all sizes. The Fast Track team prides itself on honest communication, competitive pricing, and real-time tracking, which gives our customers peace of mind from pickup to delivery. Whether you're shipping a single car or managing a large fleet, Fast Track delivers a smooth, hassle-free experience every time. Come see why Fast Track Auto Transport has been St. Louis's go-to company for all your vehicle transport needs for over 25 years. The trusted way, the safe way, the Fast Track way. Visit ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004. That's ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004.
Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill has a new menu. But don't freak out. Hot Shots favorites are still there, like their famous wings, tacos, burgers, and pizzas. Plus, sure to be new faves like Big Philly egg rolls, the Bold and Hearty Slugger sandwich, the Buffalo chicken pizza, and 2 new wing sauces, Carolina Gold and Bourbon Glaze. And making a comeback, it's the return of Hot Shots' legendary waffle fries. So now there's even more to love at Hot Shots. Come try out the new menu at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Find the location nearest you at hotshotsnet.com.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Yeah, baby, let's go. 905 Kirkland, Missouri, J. Randolph Jr. Studios. Hot Take Central 2.0, Cam Janssen, Matthew Rocchio, Jimmy the Cat Hayes, Ed and Brody Herman doing our thing on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Wasn't that cold outside? Jimmy, I showed you that.
Wait, hold on. I want to answer a question real quick.
What?
For Ed. We were talking about smart players, guys that were, smart, that it gave you a little edge, and we were talking off air about Tommy Pham, and I said, and he was stabbed a couple times. He was stabbed by his stepfather when he was growing up, and I got him to tell that story on Fox at the time, and then he got stabbed in a parking lot at a strip club and sued the strip club and got some money off that because they had no security. He also said he was shot one time, but he wouldn't provide details on it. Anyway, movie. What?
Oh no, I was just gonna. Well, just if he wants to comment on that.
Well, I'm surprised about that. I did not know that. I don't know Tommy Pham. I haven't met him like you have or whatever, but I seem to recall, and if I'm wrong, correct me, but, the Cardinals, when things sort of ended there, at one point they had offered him, maybe like a 2-year deal. It wasn't much money, and he bet on himself, and he turned it down, and he finished out his time, and I think he either asked for a trade or wound up moving. Now you look at his numbers on Baseball Reference, I think he made the right call. He's had a nice little career for himself.
Got the bag.
He got a lot more money than he ever would have gotten if he had accepted that Cardinal deal.
And when he left the first time with the Cardinals, there's some bad feelings, but the truth is he was also injury after injury, and the Cardinals stayed with him as a minor leaguer. They could have cut him loose. They liked him, and he has fire that other players respect, and he knows analytics like nobody else, and he fills a role now. Like he's a good guy to have on your roster.
He's actually, I believe, more valuable at this point in his career than he was before, because what he brings now is what he brings now is this. I don't think there's an expectation that he's going to be a starter or that he's going to play every day. Whereas earlier in his career, obviously, the push for that was there. I think that now he's a guy that off the bench gives you a little bit of a pop because he can still hit a homer. He could still steal a base. And he's been around the game long enough that I think he's become one of those clubhouse guys that people talk about as being a good presence for the younger players, which is something he didn't have, obviously, at the beginning of his career.
He's a stickler for doing it the right way. And he also, if you're not giving 100%, you're going to hear from Tommy Pham. He's that kind of guy to have in your clubhouse, no question.
Which I think helps any team. And it's no surprise that so many different organizations have kind of looked at him during the year and have gone after him, because he doesn't cost them a fortune, but he's just one. And there's a handful of guys like that you just know that's a nice complementary piece for this roster. That really deepens my roster.
One of the things that the guys on Cardinal Territory, the podcast I do with Lance Lynn and Matt Holliday and Kyle Gibson talk about is in today's game, you don't see a lot of veteran guys at the end of the bench because they're more expensive.
Right.
A lot of teams would rather go cheap on that. Remember when Matt Carpenter was here for that 1 year, didn't play much, like he was there as sort of mentor and they think that's needed. And it used to be that way more with bench players.
I love it when teams have that guy and they understand their role. They get where they are in their career. They embrace it. I think the fans enjoy that. I mean, there are certain people that we like them. We like their presence. We like seeing them on the bench. We feel like they're adding an energy to it. I like there are guys in the league. And again, there's only so much you could tell just with your eyes, but sometimes you see players that just seem to play the game with joy, and you feel like, I want this guy on my team. So like the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm, a good example of that. Now, he put up the numbers this year big time, so obviously anybody would want to keep him. But even if he hadn't gotten there at that same level, he just seems to wake up that entire team. He's just that guy. And when you have like that catalyst who just seems like, how can you be in a bad mood when this guy's coming through the dugout, pumping everybody up and can't get the smile off of his face. I see guys play with joy.
And they're energy
I want
guys.
them.
Wilson doesn't always smiling, but Contreras, clearly an energy guy, right?
Yeah, I like, to me, that is, it's vital in any workplace, right? I mean, in our offices, we have certain people who you just know that they elevate the culture. They're there and they emanate warmth and joy.
That's Cam on our show.
I was going to say that's Joe.
That's Cam.
Roderick. Oh,
that's Cam. It's not Rock, because Rock sometimes you got to pull him along.
Oh, it ain't Rock.
Yeah, well,
it ain't. No, I love it. We get Rock.
Rock, you're more like me.
I come out here and throw fastballs for these guys and get no recognition for it. It's unbelievable.
That's
he brings the heat every day.
Yeah.
You got to get it out of him
after about 15 minutes. He'll bring heat.
The first 10 minutes, I'm setting up your guys' damn show with your cameras, trying to make you look pretty.
He does do it like
I don't want to acknowledge that. I don't want to acknowledge that.
Yeah, I don't
want to acknowledge.
I'm just watching him do his thing. We look good. I don't know.
We are looking good on that screen. It's a shame that the people on the radio that aren't watching on YouTube, that they don't get to see these beautiful camera shots.
It's a simple fix, though. You just go to the YouTube app, you search Lou Info, and bam, you're watching these beautiful faces.
It's right there.
Look at this. We got 4 beautiful faces on 3 cameras. Look what we're doing.
You did damn good. Damn good.
Rock works.
That's what Brody, like these kind of cameras and stuff. Is that what you want?
Something of quality. I mean, look at that resolution is nice. And I mean, our beards, Jim's beard, even your beard, Cam, all the beards are looking fantastic today. My God, did the guy who massages all of your weird places, he do that beard for you too?
Yeah, I haven't got to that point yet, but they do. The one guy I go to, he doesn't do the massage. I just like getting my hair cut because it really, really relaxes me.
Yeah.
Unless they talk my ear off, which I think at this point, the people I go to understand I'm not there to socialize. I keep my eyes closed.
You're there to get your ears slapped, boy.
I'm there to, I close my eyes the whole time, even if the place is packed or whatever. And I just go to a nice chill zone.
All right, let me set the scene here. Okay. I just, because I want to get a really clear picture. So you go into this gentleman's chair, I assume.
Old man.
You relax.
Mm-hmm.
He hovers over you at a sturdy 6'5".
No, he's a small guy.
What? I thought the guy was 6'5". He told me 6'5".
Jimmy exaggerates
Get
everything.
Here.
Rock, help me with this, because Rock has to deal with this too. He's exaggerating.
Jim's alive.
I go to an old man. He doesn't say anything.
Jim's a showman.
He just
Jim's an entertainer.
Okay. So wait a second. I have to refine my vision.
1870s fraudsters said that.
So now I'm picturing a shriveled old fellow.
Yep.
Maybe of Italian descent.
Over 80 years
old. That's not it either.
It's
a slim guy named Theodore wearing a beret.
From New Mexico.
It's a slim guy named Theodore.
Breaking Bad, Cam.
Listen, all I know is
he's from New Mexico.
Tan leather hide.
He's Native American.
You slink
Native
into the
American.
chair.
How do you like that?
I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
And he has this little dive barber in downtown Eureka, and no one's in there. And if there's somebody in there, I just kind of wait a little bit. It's always old men talking about their farm, and I love it so much. And I go in there, and I just kind of close my eyes and just let him do his thing. He takes his time. Then he'll shave the back. Does he cut me sometimes because he's getting a little shaky because he's getting older? Yes. But I suck it up, and I love going there, and I tip him
What's
out.
his name?
Vic.
You go, hey Vic, can you slap my ear? Excuse me.
He just is so.
Does he slap your ear?
No, that guy. I haven't been.
Wait
to
a second. Wait a second. Wait, yeah, because I was going to say you're
missing the point.
Yeah, I need to hear though about the first time that happened, because I want to know, is it a conversation first? Do they just go for the ears and take their chances?
Vic ain't doing that.
They've
weird
read the
stuff.
room.
Vic is not doing that.
Vic is not doing that weird stuff.
Vic is not doing that. I haven't been to one yet. I follow these guys on Instagram that go to these and I'm like, it looks so relaxing, and it's all these big guys that go in there and they're all kind of like they need their shoulders rubbed, they need to do this.
Big guys, not little
It's
guys.
like athlete guys go in there, and so I'm like, damn, I would love to sit in that chair.
It's on the Grove. It's in the Grove.
No, this is in Turkey.
Oh. Okay. Well, listen, if they open one on the Grove,
there's got to be someone around here, but this guy's in
I
Turkey.
did it.
This guy's in Turkey. I'm not going to go
I feel
there.
like when I think about Turkey, I think about hair.
Yeah. How did that become such a thing?
Don't know, but I know people that did that.
They did. How does it? How does it look? And what did they say to you about the experience?
Pretty damn good. Billy DeWitt III went to a place. His hair looks thick as hell now, big time. Looks
Where are
good.
they? Where are
He
they
didn't
getting
go
it
to
from?
Turkey.
Are
No, he went
they
to
still
LA.
doing like they used to do, where they take care from other parts of your head and relocate it? So they're still using that. That's
yes,
still
there's new machines and stuff now, big time.
Apparently, apparently they offer packages. So essentially, you get a discount because you buy your travel expenses and you combine them with the scheduled medical expenses. And I think you get like a package of like to travel to Turkey and get the thing done.
Now, do you?
And so they're like lowering.
Okay,
the overall
so
costs.
that was my main question: is did Turkey get this reputation because they were particularly good at it, or was this one of those deals where they were doing it at such a cheaper price than you could get it here that it was a price thing?
That's how
little
it started.
column A, little column B, because they start doing so much, they actually do now have some of the most skilled surgeons and doctors in this field. So it's they now have a highly skilled group of doctors because they've been doing it now, I guess, for like 10 years. And so apparently they do it really well. And I guess because Turkey's kind of made it so that they can like bump up their tourism budget while also helping people out with their hair, they've kind of worked together to create this way for people to be essentially medical tourists.
Has anybody here been to Turkey? You been to Turkey?
No, but I'd like to see
Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Dictator, I'm staying.
Yeah, I'm not.
I stay out of dictator-led countries.
I would love to. I would love to. I would love to look around. I would love to see, Istanbul, and they whatever. What's that big? What is that big palace there that's been around for
Taj Mahal?
The Hagia Sophia is not a palace. It's a church.
It's a church, but it's been through so many different earthquakes, and it's still standing. It's crazy. Beautiful.
But if you need a hair transplant, go to LA. If you have the resources,
right?
Because you have
with
recourse
Hills,
if things don't work.
Yeah,
right?
and you've got you figure those
it's expensive
folks in Beverly Hills must be using the
cheaper.
best people in the world.
It's cheaper to fly to Turkey
and yet,
get it done.
But what if it goes wrong?
Okay.
You have no recourse.
But explain then to me why, whenever John Travolta is like, if it was that good, why wouldn't he have done it instead of doing all the ridiculous things that you've seen him do?
A lot of people have.
Wasn't Travolta doing that? Wasn't Travolta's bad run like 20 years ago?
No, it's
now he basically shaves bald, and I think it looks
for
him
okay.
much better. He's a very good
He
looking
was
man.
in, like Swordfish in like 2005 though too.
Yeah,
so I'm saying is he was going through that issue when like Jack Buck was going through the issue, Joe Buck was going through the issue, and it almost killed Joe Buck.
Yeah,
because he got addicted to the whatever the
hair
procedures.
Yeah,
and it almost killed him. And so like obviously the stuff going on in like 05 to 15 is a very different.
You think it's changed dramatically? The technology.
The technology has changed.
Yeah, the grafts are like
since like 2015,
almost in and out, where they used to be a long recovery. But the thing is, I think some guys in their personal life don't care.
Yeah,
right. They don't care.
That's right. I obviously my hair is thinned just normally, and it was never something that I cared about. It wasn't my thing. I was too consumed with trying to lose weight. Like I had other issues about appearance that took all of my focus and attention. So my hair, never thought twice about it.
Yeah.
And then and when I lost more on top, I grew the beard, and I'm like, okay, good. So I don't have as much there. I'll make up for it here. We'll move on.
Yeah, I'm glad I can grow my beard pretty thick.
Yeah, no, you could tell that'd be a nice looking beard there. Yeah,
my dad was able to. I was able to grow a beard at a pretty young age, but it didn't become thick until about 21, 22.
That's pretty good. Though.
Yeah,
Pretty
but I
good,
had to
though.
shave
Better
every
than
single
me.
day because of playing for the Devils. You're forced to shave to the bone every day.
Oh God, that's cruel.
Yeah, just like he got it from
Shaving's
Steinberg.
awful. I know, but you know, in hockey though, because a lot of here's one.
I got cuts over my face, and I got to shave around my
Right,
cuts.
and on top of that, you lose out on the warmth. I don't think people that without beards appreciate how warm it will keep your face in the winter. Because I made the mistake of shaving the beard a few years ago in January, and my face froze, and I really didn't appreciate how much wonderful warmth this is providing. So I'm keeping it now. I'm not getting rid
Rock,
of
what
it.
would you look like if you just let it grow?
Oh,
I mean, nothing,
no,
right?
You'd be terrible.
Like not
Yeah,
even
it'd be so bad.
Why?
Wonder why
I just don't grow facial hair.
Oh,
he's not a hairy
and you
guy.
have such thick hair on the top of your head.
And
He's not a hairy guy.
And my dad and brother are very hirsute when it comes to the facial hair. My dad shaves his mustache. That thing's back full in like 3 days flat. My brother,
it's like a Sam Elliott.
Yeah, my dad.
Sam
My
Elliott.
dad's it's one of those things where like I've seen my dad without a mustache like 3 times in my entire life.
Yeah.
Because my mom will like kill him if he shaves it off. But when he does,
She
it's like-
must have been into Tom
it's back-
Selleck in
it's
the
back in, like,
80s.
it's
I know,
back in,
I
like,
could
3
tell.
days,
Was your mom all into Tom Selleck back then?
You ever see those
Lee
But
Horsley?
yeah, I got nothing with the facial hair. But I
God,
have,
you don't, do
but I
you?
have a better head of hair than my dad and my brother.
Yeah.
My dad and my
How-
brother
you
both.
do- now that
they
you
both
mention
widows
it-
peaked really hard. And I'm widows peaking a little bit, but my brother and my dad both widows peaked like hard. Like they
I
still
used to
a lot
have.
of
I
hair,
had a widow's peak
but
in
they
my
widows
youth.
peaked
I don't have
hard.
any widows.
And so
I
like,
had one.
my hairline's doing better than my brother, who's 2 years older than me.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
30. Your hair's hanging in there real good.
Yes,
yeah,
really
you're
well.
in good shape.
And another thing I'm okay with is like I don't get like I'm starting to get gray and white hair.
You want
and
those?
It doesn't bother me.
No, you want those.
It doesn't bother me in the slightest.
You want those.
And for me, I'm more happy because the more it's coming in more white than gray, and I'm very excited.
Let me
about
tell
that.
you, you
I'm very
want those
excited about
because
that.
let me tell you what I've learned. Your hair's got 2 choices. It's either going to leave you completely or it's going to turn white or gray.
Or
the gray.
I'm taking, and here's the thing: it's coming in on the sides too. So I'm
Yeah.
like, if I have that like, if I have like that 10, 15 year thing where it's the most Italian thing ever about me, where I get like the white on the sides,
wings,
and it
the
stays dark on the
poly
top.
walnut wings.
Oh, I'll be so happy for those 15 years.
Oh my God.
I'll be incorrigible.
If you get those poly walnut wings, we're totally hanging out.
I
I,
bet
just
you-
want to be around
I
the
bet you if
table with a
Rock
guy
starts-
that has that.
If Rock starts losing his hair, though,
I need to get an
he
aluminum.
is going
I need
to
get an
Turkey.
aluminum panel.
Yeah.
Sit on
No,
the
Rachel
chair
will get
and
him.
tan.
Well,
Rock's right now saying, "No, I'm not going to." If Rock started losing his hair,
no, Rachel would take
he's
him.
going. You
no,
would be going to
she would
Turkey.
take him to L.A. Rachel would take him to
Oh,
L.A.
I'm happily saying that I have no ego about my hair going gray or white. If I started losing my
it.
hair, I would have an existential crisis.
Yes,
Let me
because that
swim
is
to
kind of
Turkey.
your. It seems like it's kind of
That's
your
just-
defining characteristic.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, definitely.
Let me ask you this: sideburns, does it grow in? Like, could you do
No.
Elvis?
Are you
No
kidding me?
sideburns.
I'd love to see him with Elvis sideburns.
He doesn't even have chest hair.
Sideburns barely come in. Almost.
How often do you
come in at
have to
all.
shave?
My face?
Yes.
I have to shave it daily because it looks like crap. Like so, I
So you
have
get
an
patches.
electric. I
You
have
get a
an
couple
electric,
of patches. Like you're going to get a chin patch.
I get here. The
Yeah.
worst part one is the stupid neck stuff, because if I leave the neck stuff for like one day, it's at this stupid little length where like my electric razor can't pick it up. Like if I do like every day, I can get the stubble, but like if I literally wait one day, it literally gets to this length where my electric razor no longer picks it up on my neck because the skin's a little bit looser, and so it's a whole. I literally have to take the electric razor every morning, or else I have to bump out the actual razor with the shaving cream to get it smooth.
Rock, I'm telling you,
that's just a
if you
shame.
had thick beard like we do,
I
you would
would
look sharp.
I would not shave it all. I would.
You
have
would
a-
look sharp.
Absolutely
Yeah,
have a beard. And that's why I had really long hair. After I
would look
graduated
sharp,
college,
for
I
sure.
was like, you know what if I just don't cut my hair for like 2 years? And I didn't. And then I realized that to have long hair as a dude, you need to have facial hair. Because if you don't have facial hair and you have long hair as a guy, you look creepy. And I was like,
It
crap.
could be. You know, I think if you're in a band,
You're just
that might
discovering
there
that
might
now.
be an
That helps.
exemption.
That helps. I never caught on to the fact it's like, oh, the guys who have long hair pull it off because they also have the beard or some kind of facial hair. If you go completely clean shaven and then try to have
I
long
can't do
hair, it looks
Or bald.
so bad.
Do you,
I gotta shave
can
my
you-
head soon.
Can
You
you
think?
use an electric razor on your beard? I can't.
Oh God, that's all I do.
See, mine.
You mean clippers?
I just do clippers. And I just
Not
trim it.
clipper. I'm saying if you were shaving every day, could you get an electric razor to?
No,
Because to me,
you can't. No, you can't use an electric.
It's like
on
pepper
a beard.
face.
No.
You know, like it
Yeah,
doesn't
you
get
can't
anything.
do that. No.
If you
So
have
if I
the
go say,
really
I have to
good,
use it
the
every
really good
single day.
razor will cut it down almost to the bone. A really good, the gold razor. If you get one, or
I
shaver,
have one of those.
it'll go. It'll.
And
I'm
it's
telling
a couple
you.
days. Like there's certain like lengths where it just doesn't want to work.
Now, if you shave your head,
Made my style.
Gonna have to.
you
do
got to keep the beard.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, you. Otherwise, you just got an egg.
Oh, otherwise I look crazy.
You
I'm
know.
gonna look crazy anyway if I shave my head.
I don't.
But-
Take your hat off for a second. Let's see this here.
I'm getting a haircut.
You're fine.
You know, you're
gonna
lucky.
look great, bald.
You're
dude.
lucky. You got a good shaped head.
You're gonna look.
Think
good.
so?
Dude,
Yeah,
you're-
oh,
I think
yeah.
dude. I think you're gonna.
You're
Look,
not even dented.
I think you're
I
gonna.
might
look
have.
fan-
I might
Am I
have him
dented?
do it today.
No, you
I
got a
think-
perfect head.
I think you're gonna look
Don't.
fantastic. bald.
I'm gonna cut it short.
I think you're
today.
gonna.
But
I
you're
think you're
never
kill
gonna
it,
lose
dude.
your hair.
Let me
He
see,
says,
Brody.
"Well,
Take your hat off, Brody. Let
Take
me
your
see
hat
you.
off.
You got some Bruce
What's
Willis.
going
Oh,
on
look here.
there?
You got a little Bruce Willis to you.
Oh, I'll take
Cam's
that.
a
Yeah.
little Bruce Willis
Oh, I'll
to you.
take that.
Absolutely,
I think
you
so.
got some Bruce to
You're
you.
a handsome guy.
I'll
You're
take
your
that.
worst
Yeah.
critic.
I'll
Yeah.
throw those cats off the building.
Cam, you're beautiful.
Christmas movie. What?
You're a handsome guy. He's a handsome
Cam,
guy.
Are you smart?
I'm
are
a
you,
6'1" out of 10.
are you smart enough to think of the idea
What?
of undoing the watch?
What do you mean?
Are you smart enough to undo the watch?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we can't afford you
Crucial
being that hard on yourself.
6'1".
But then you're screwing
I
our
used to be a
numbers up.
7'9" in my heyday. 6'1" now.
You're 6'1". No, you're not.
Then-
5'1"?
Yeah,
Man,
no.
No, you
Bump
way
it up,
better than
dude.
that, dude.
Bump it up.
6'4".
How old-
No,
dude,
get out of
you're-
here.
You're
Get
in
out of
your-
here. That price ain't
You're
right.
in your 40s and jacked. You're a high 7.
Dude, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
High 7,
You're
low
high
8.
seven. You're high
You got
seven.
your own. You got
What's
your.
up then?
You got your own barbecue sauce.
That's right.
You do?
Yeah, he does. Bare knuckle barbecue.
Yeah, baby.
Why don't I have a bottle of this in my refrigerator?
I got one
You
right
look
here
like an
for you.
un-
I need to,
you look like an
Give it to him
unanimated.
on camera.
You look like an unanimated Gaston. You're fantastic.
Yeah, but he was.
He might be the bad guy.
Can we talk
Don't
about-
focus
Not the
on
bad
that.
guy.
Don't focus on that part.
Can we talk about this barbecue sauce for a second?
Absolutely.
I just had a
Cam
meeting.
would hate that.
I just had a
No,
meeting.
but okay, no. I saw a thing online yesterday that said that St. Louis has more barbecue sauce consumption per capita than any city in the world,
Yes.
including
KC.
Kansas City.
Suck it, KC.
Yeah, we like our stuff sauced.
We're not
So this
fucking with
is the sauce capital
Yes.
of the United States. What role did you play in formulating this sauce? May I ask?
They came to me, Tony Twist, Reed Lowe, Jamie Rivers, and Jim Campbell, and we all talked about this in a couple meetings. Kind of got everybody together, had some more meetings about it. Got the right people from Kansas City. Actually involved great people from Kansas City. Although Rock would probably disagree with that. Had a meeting last night.
He
Now,
hates KC.
we got thousands of them going to stores all over St. Louis, and they're all different. Mine's a little spicy there. I put it on everything, really. You know what I mean?
Can I take this?
Yes.
I'll give you a full
Yes.
review next week.
My
I'm
kid
gonna
loves
try
it.
with
My-
a
my
wide
kid
variety
put-
of.
I should give you every
My
single
kid
one.
puts it on everything.
I should give you the whole package. It's really cool.
Well,
It's really cool looking.
You know,
I should have kept it here.
I'm gonna try this out because it looks really good. But
Yeah.
of course, if you do shave the head, we're gonna have to update this label.
Yeah.
This
that's me
label is the
playing.
picture of a guy
That's-
with a full head of hair and
Yeah.
no beard.
Actually, my
A ginger,
caricature,
too.
my caricature doesn't look like me as much as Twister and Losey and Jamie, but it's okay.
It's
Yeah.
it'll do.
It's okay.
It'll do.
Yeah.
It plays. It's got the better name because of the Cam and the Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works nicely.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
A
excited
little,
to try
little
that.
spice too. I put on my eggs, stuff like that. Mix it with your ranch and stuff, like you know.
Now,
Even sour cream when I put it on my tacos and stuff. Put that
Now,
on, mix it sour
I'll
cream.
put this question to the rest of you then. If there was a food product that you could develop and put your name on, where do you live on that? Where are the things that you feel like, you know what? I feel like my taste in this particular food, I can do this exceptionally well, and I would
cook
want to
you
do it.
a steak like nobody else.
But you can't sell that. You
All
know,
right.
like you made your call. You got a barbecue sauce, man, which is great. Barbecue sauce is
I could cook
top
ribs
notch.
with the barbecue. What are you trying to say?
So it's like
I got
if
mine.
they had a
I got
product,
mine.
yeah.
Jimmy's pierogies.
Oh,
Frozen
my
pierogi.
God, yes.
I don't think the world has enough pierogies.
It doesn't.
And I love them. And I don't know how to make them, but I'd find people that do.
They do.
And I'd come out and it'd be Jimmy's Pierogies.
Let me tell you, I'm a huge pierogi guy, and when I'm in New York, I'm able to get them in some of the delis. But what I didn't realize until he went to school in Minnesota, once you go to that region, because I guess the people who settled it, but in Minneapolis and Chicago and Detroit, you go up into that area where you have a lot of settlers from Poland, Germany, and over there. That's pierogi land. They had food trucks filled. That's what you need. Oh my God, Jim! Pierogi food truck.
I would say
that's the move.
I would say St. Louis.
I don't think you've been able to say pierogi land since
We
the
know
60s. Jesus,
what works
man.
down in the hill, but like God, to being out here this way, we need an old school Italian deli with
Jewish deli.
We could use that.
Yes.
Yeah. I was just in Boca Raton for a wedding.
Oh, my God.
And you know what? They had a
Got any
deli.
Jewish delis down there?
Yeah, they do. But you know what? They had one. They had one. They had one in particular that I really thought was a great paradigm for how you can kind of bring back the favorites of the Jewish deli without realizing, because we've lost all of our Jewish delis except for Pretzels. We don't have pumpernickels anymore. I don't think Cones.
No.
I think they didn't work out. There is the place on the Loop now.
Yeah, new place open.
But that said, what this place did in Boca was they had a setup that felt very much like going to a St. Louis bread company. So they had like all the stuff that everyone wants nowadays. They're used to it. But then they picked like 15 staple items that everyone loves from a Jewish deli: a potato knish, a matzo ball soup, a little kugel, some rugula, and some pastrami, some corned beef, some sour pickles. So like the 15 staples, and they just added that to an otherwise St. Louis bread company like menu. And let me tell you, the place was mobbed, and it just worked. Whitefish salad. Delicious whitefish salad.
Yeah, I'm not on that. But have you ever?
You don't like whitefish salad?
Oh, I love a
so
knish.
good.
I love a knish, but I like a square knish.
Yes, me too.
To me, that's the
Coney Island knish.
Where can you get it?
Not here.
Not here.
Street
Katz's has them.
You got to be in New York, and you can't even be in all of New York. You have to stay east of 6th Avenue for the stands to have knishes. You go west of 6th Avenue, the stands don't have knishes.
You know what's
and they got to be square.
You know what's
crazy?
crazy?
I'm from Florida listening. I can't believe it.
You know what's crazy that pops up more than anything? I feel like out by me, these coffee shops everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's a coffee shop, and they're packed. I'm driving here 30 miles. I look, there's coffee shop there, packed coffee shop.
You know what? It's a win-win because people love their coffee, and the margins on coffee are extraordinarily high.
Yeah.
So these places can, they're making their money on the margins. Beverages are, we talk about this all the time. McDonald's is in the Coca-Cola and coffee business. They're not in the hamburger and fry business. They're not making money on their burgers and fries. Those are like loss leaders at this point. All of their profit. Well, of course, McDonald's Corporation is real estate.
They're in danger.
Yeah, real estate.
That's where they make their money. But I'm talking the franchisees. They make their money on coffee margin and on soda.
So you're telling me when
They're
I
in
spend
danger.
$10 on a double quarter pounder with cheese, they're not making any money off that?
Well, now no, they may be making
Small
a couple
margins.
of shekels, but those
and
are
the
small
$3
margins.
fries that are probably cheap.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
Have you ever seen a McDonald's
those
small
are all
fry?
low
That's
margin.
a crime. The little red container, they stick like 3 fries. It's almost like don't order a small fry at a restaurant. That's just like a proverbial
It's not enough fries.
Take it, go, boom, it's gone.
The Coke's starting to fall off a little bit at McDonald's.
Well,
They're
really?
going to be in trouble if it does.
Now let me tell you, they will. Now it is.
Or Chick-fil-A's just gotten that good.
No, let me tell you something. It is not a fiction that the fountain Coca-Cola at McDonald's is better. It is better.
Mix.
They do 3 things differently.
Ooh,
that
I know 2. What's the third?
Oh well,
the syrup content's different.
Well,
the straw is specifically
the
made.
difference in the syrup. They do 2 things different with the syrup. Number one, they chill it, so it's not a room temperature when it's being put in. So by having it kept cold, it doesn't warm the drink. You're going to get everything coming out is going to be cold. They over syrup it slightly to account for the ice melting, which most places do not account for melting ice. The combination at McDonald's, they account for the fact that ice is going to melt into it, which would otherwise dilute it. They over syrup it slightly. And then the other thing that they do is the straw that they use is wider. And what that does is it releases more of the Coca-Cola onto your tongue, on the top of your tongue where the sweet taste buds are.
Oh, my God.
And so it's almost like, listen, there is a science.
It's a science. They got it down pat.
And this science goes back to wine drinking. The reason why a wine glass is the shape that it is and the thickness that it is designed so that when you sip, it releases the fluid onto the correct taste bud so that you experience it the way it's supposed to be.
Which is why white champagne and red glasses are different shapes.
That's right.
And
They're aiming for different parts of your tongue and, of course, where you hold them in the stem because of how to control the temperature.
You like wine?
No, I don't drink it at all.
So
God, I love it.
What you need to do
But I appreciate that there is a tremendous amount of science to it. It really is.
Yes.
So then,
That's amazing.
What is Chick-fil-A doing? Because
they got something going.
it is far and away now the best fountain Coke that I've ever that you can get.
Let me suggest
I don't know
that
what they're doing, but they're doing something.
I bet they have a science there too. They have to.
It may have something to do with the content level of salt in their food.
Oh.
It's the same reason why water tastes so much better when you're eating Chinese food than it tastes eating any other kind of food. Chinese food is one of those places where you are far less likely to order a beverage other than water. And the reason why we feel comfortable sticking with water in Chinese is the sodium content is so high that instinct to want to wash it down with that fresh water, and it tastes better. Water in Chinese places, it tastes colder, it tastes cleaner, it tastes better. I think it's the sodium, and maybe that's what Chick-fil-A is too.
I don't think I've ever sat down in a Chinese place in a long time.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's a shame, Cam. We need to get you back out.
There is a sit-down place that has 2 locations in St. Louis. They have one on Olive just outside of U City, and they just have one now on Olive out in Chesterfield. It's called Kate Zone, Kate Zone. Dude, it'll knock your socks off. Just go in there, sit down. It's absolutely incredible.
Oh, we got to try that. Incredible. What's it called?
Kate. Yeah. I believe it's pronounced Kate. It's spelled Kate Zone. So it's like Kate, but I believe it's going to be. I believe it's Kate.
Where is this located?
They have 2 locations.
Okay.
One,
Brody's like, what's up?
They have one right off 170 and Olive.
Right. So that's near our Chinatown.
Yes,
basically.
Exactly. It's right. It's literally like one of the first locations that like starts that Chinatown run on that street, and then they have another one also on Olive, way out in Chesterfield, just on the other side of 141.
Right,
so
which should be right
it's
near
literally,
me.
It's literally a right off of 170 in off the inner belt, or it's a left off of 141.
But I live at Olive in 141, and I can't picture this.
They put it in right next to like Telania's.
That's the Four Seasons. Yeah, that's the Four Seasons Plaza.
Yeah, Kate Zone's right there. It's in that huge run.
It's walking distance from my condo.
It's
across the
Kate
street.
Zone, but but I believe it's pronounced Kate Zone. Yeah, it's right there.
Can I ask you a
Is
question?
there another Chinese restaurant that was there? That is there?
There's another more takeout.
There was a little bit further down.
It's really good.
What were you going to ask, Jim?
Since you study these things and you know more clearly than the rest of the dais, I've lived under this really dark cloud that egg rolls, which used to be a favorite of mine, have changed over the years to be little tiny frozen things where egg rolls back in the day, whereas my Nana used to say, were a meal unto itself.
They were.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. I think what happened is the movement towards spring rolls messed up the egg rolls, because now a lot of what they're calling egg rolls are really not. There's some hybrid or really more akin to a spring roll. It's the wrap around it. We used to get egg rolls in New York.
And there was pork in it.
Thick, meaty,
crunchy.
And with a thick, crunchy shell.
Yes.
You dip it in that sweet and sour sauce, duck sauce, and it was a meal in itself. I think spring rolls ruined egg rolls.
So a pierogi truck and an egg roll truck. I put on there one time on Twitter a couple of years ago, what happened to the egg roll? And I think people were tweeting in like Houston, they have food trucks that were egg rolls, big like egg rolls from back in the day. And apparently they did pretty well.
They should be like a Chinese burrito, but like a fried burrito.
Not anymore.
That's what
you
it
get
should
little
be.
tiny cigar things frozen.
That's no.
Not at China Walk.
That's no
in
good.
Eureka.
What are they giving you?
Fatties.
Big fat.
Yes.
Can you bring me in one?
The guy's rude. His fingernails are long. He doesn't thank me when I tip him out, but the food is damn good.
Can you bring me an egg roll?
Yes. So that's actually a good conversation too. Is like a little gem item from hole in the wall places. I can tell you that in the Chesterfield Valley, there is a hole in the wall Chinese place called Valley Wok. It's on Long Road, and it looks like every other little, like one of these Chinese takeouts. They're all like husband, wife.
Yes.
Wife's up the front taking the order. The husband's in the back, white
Working
shirt,
his ass
sweating
off.
his butt
Mhm.
off, in the wok and the whole thing. And it works for them. Their pot stickers at Valley Wok are the only ones in all of St. Louis that are done in the same style that I grew up with in New York, where the breading is, the dough is a little thicker, a little doughier, and that certain taste that the meat has on the inside. To me, they are an absolute gem. You find yourself in the Valley.
I'm there all
Valley
the time.
Wok. Get an order of
There's
their
another
pot
thing,
stickers,
Jim.
fried pot stickers.
If you want different kind of Mexican, I've said this before too, Espino's.
Oh, yes.
It's so
in the Valley.
that pork shank,
Great
it's
Mexican.
So,
People
it's
love
unbelievable.
Espino's.
I like
Now,
Espino's.
The bartender will talk your ear off, but the food is
Espino's is my favorite Mexican in that region. And I like Casa de Tres Reyes in De Pere. That's the Three Kings people,
Been there.
but it's their Mexican
Good.
restaurant.
Brody, what you don't?
I always
It's okay.
suggest people that I've been place that I found that's really good is Diego's Cantina on North and South.
People love that restaurant too.
It is.
So U City?
Yeah, U City. And then there's another place that's on the east side of Del Mar. One block on the east side of Del Mar. It's a place called Mi Ranchito. That is absolutely a hidden gem. And because it's incredible food, and the entire menu is about $3 cheaper than the same item at every other restaurant in St. Louis. It's fantastic, and it tastes so good. The fish tacos I get, order 3. Huge chunks of fish. It's
I'm going to actually tell you about the best bargain that I discovered food-wise in St. Louis this past weekend.
Okay.
Brody and I
I'm gonna write this down.
went to Dave's Hot Chicken, the new location.
Where at?
It's in De Pere.
Oh, De Pere. Okay.
They put it where the Five Guys used to be, right near the Schnucks across the
okay.
street from West County Mall.
Yeah.
It was 3:30 in the afternoon on Sunday. Okay. It was packed. It wasn't lunchtime. It wasn't dinner time, but it was chicken time. It was packed. So I had never been to a Dave's Hot Chicken, so I didn't know what to expect. And at first I'm looking up, I'm like, oh, that's weird, because they consider a portion of chicken tenders to be 2 tenders and fries. So I'm thinking, okay, well, the tenders must be pretty big. And they don't have on the menu what appear to be like what you'd call a chicken sandwich. They have chicken sliders, but you get one of them. So I'm like, well, I don't have a huge appetite. So I'll just get a chicken slider. And it was like $4.99. So I was expecting something about the size of a White Castle slider, but with like a chicken tender. Let me tell you, they're doing themselves a disservice calling this thing a slider. This was a full-fledged chicken sandwich. It was delicious.
Crunchy?
It had, crunchy tender on there with whatever degree of spice you want. I went with mild because it's my first time there. They have a delicious kale slaw that they put on there, their special sauce, couple of pickles, bun. And I'm like, why are they calling this a slider? This is the best bargain in town. This is as good of a chicken sandwich, if not better, than all of the big chicken sandwiches that everybody fights over. And this is coming in, I believe, at a fraction of the price. For $4.99, I couldn't even eat the whole thing. It was so filling.
$4.99.
That was it. I thought, you know what? That's
on my way
was
home
a deal.
Too. People love that. My kid, he would make us drive to Chesterfield, their other location, because he loved it so much. Now we got one near us. We're there all the time, and it's always packed.
Yeah, so
Always packed.
Strong reviews on the Dave's Hot Chicken. And the other chain, I guess it's a chain that it seems like we just got a couple of locations on, is that Greek place, Tzatziki's.
What's that?
It's a Greek place, and they
Gyros?
have one location. They have gyros and they have all the other stuff, but like very, very super authentic. And I went to the one they put one at Olive. I don't know I guess that's technically right where Chesterfield becomes Creve Coeur, pretty close to Barnes West. They put one location there, and then they put one in De Pere,
where the old 7-Eleven was.
Exactly. So right over there, by where we were just talking about. Really, really good. If you have not gone there yet, I think what we're starting to see is and this is, I think, in a lot of ways what's hurting McDonald's and those kind of places is we're getting a much better quality of that fast casual food. A lot of options now. A lot of people, Bread Company kind of started that class of restaurant, and now they're kind of being hurt by it because the competition in fast casual
and the
is
prices
enormous.
of Breadco are insane.
Yeah, they are. It's tough.
It's soared.
It's tough, but and the level of competition in that class of restaurant, the kind of the crushed red, Chipotle, we're trying to give you something of better quality, a little quicker. Even Crazy Bowls and Wraps is sort of just a lot of places where you order and get a pager. That's the way, all the ones where you get a pager to let you know your food's ready. A lot of competition in that area, but the quality, I just think that you're getting really good tasting food.
I have a gyro from there. It's pretty good.
Which one?
Taziki's. I've had the gyro.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I thought,
Very
would
good.
you get the chicken or the traditional beef lamb?
The lamb.
Yeah.
And
that's what I got. I thought it was
I
great.
didn't see it, but I'm not going to get a gyro unless I see, and I don't even know what that is, that big round cylinder of lamb meat.
Yes.
What is that?
It's a pit. It's a rotisserie that works vertically.
It's not a carcass, so it's got to be processed.
No,
somehow.
it is processed. No, when you have traditional gyro meat, it is ground. It's a combination of ground beef and ground lamb, and Moroccan spices and Middle Eastern spices and Balkan spices, whatever from that area, Mediterranean, and they basically formulate it and they attach it to a spigot like you would a rotisserie chicken. You slow cook it and it cook on the outside. The problem is if you go to a place that's really popular, then you don't wind up getting the good crunchy meat. You got to go to a place like you always want to go to a great place on off hours because you want good quality meat, but you want that crunch. You want that good bark
a little bit.
You got to have that gyro bark. You're only getting that bark if it's on there a long enough period of time. And if they're too popular, they're constantly scraping meat off. You don't get the bark.
Yeah, I get that. I just watch those on Instagram. I mean, the amount of food I watch on social media, more than anything else.
Oh my God! Of course,
I can't help it. That's why your podcast. I watched when we had Stevie Ewing on.
Steve was on Three Lawyers also a couple times.
Yeah, I watched that whole episode. It made me so hungry for those damn hot dogs.
Well, I mean, the guy's putting together hot dog flights
What?
like whiskey.
What? Yes.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
In that episode, I didn't know they were doing that.
We're going to be there down next Saturday with the barbecue sauce. We're teaming up with them at his place in Chesterfield.
You know what? You got to. Do they have their own proprietary barbecue sauce? Or are they going to start carrying yours?
Yeah, I think we're
you got
up.
to. Yeah, you got to get. You know what? You got to get this on their backyard hot dog.
Yeah,
that's one of the ones they have. It's called a backyard barbecue, and it is so delicious.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a flight,
it's like
for sure.
everything you
He's got
enjoy
grilled cheese,
from a
too.
barbecue,
Yeah.
and they stick it all on the hot dog.
Yeah, he's got a good thing going, and he's got places. I mean, how many of these places does he have?
He has 3 standalone, 3 brick and mortar, and then he's also in all 3 stadiums.
I was talking to Twister last night actually, and he said that Steve was the one that founded El Monstero. He writes all their stuff. He does this. He does that. I'm like, God dang. I didn't know he was.
He's a Renaissance man.
Yes.
He also is. We had him on the show. Great guy. Works out like insane.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
bodybuilder.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he's full
legs are jacked. Like,
bodybuilding.
Yep.
And I believe was he the first guest out of God knows how many that we had on the podcast. Terry gets fascinated with people who are keeping themselves very fit.
Yeah.
All he wants to do is see them without their shirt on, and not in like a homosexual way. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
He just, it's one of those things that just really impresses him. We all have things like that, right?
Yeah.
Because in our mind, we can't imagine that we could ever achieve something. So when we see somebody else that has, we're kind of impressed by it.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is with Terry. Terry, on his best day, playing high school football, he didn't have that kind of physique.
No, he's a lineman.
I mean, but Steve comes in and his arms are just jacked.
Yes.
And it was hard. Terry was, thank God I was sitting in between the two of them, because I think Terry would have had a hard time keeping his hands off of the bicep.
I also like about guys like him as he's just chill, comes in, he's kind of quiet, he's just mild mannered, blah, blah, blah. Then he gets his ass on that stage and he turns into a monster.
Comes alive.
Yeah.
A monster.
You big fan of the Urge,
Awesome.
Cam?
Yes.
A great band.
God, yeah.
Great band.
God, yeah. All right. Let me, speaking of food, I did make a seafood boil. Oh, yeah. Brody, I was going to say, but go ahead. What do you got going, Brody? What do you
Wrestling
got
on the
going?
Spectrum this Saturday at 11 o'clock a.m. We're going to be right here on the Lou Information Station KLIS. We're going to be previewing John Cena's final match. It's going to be in the nation's capital of Washington, D.C. There's going to be a lot of people there, a lot of world leaders. It's going to be a whole thing. I'm telling you, it's like the World's Fair. This is a World's Fair event for Just for those who don't know, it's kind of like a showcase, right? A show of force of entertainment here in the U.S. I'm telling you. John Cena's final match, 17-time world champion. We're going to preview it. One of the biggest box office attractions in the sport of professional wrestling.
Gunther?
He's facing Gunther in his final match. That's
and Gunther
correct,
will win this match.
Probably. Yeah,
right?
but you'll hear more about it on Wrestling on the Spectrum this
Don't
Saturday.
give away the secret.
No, listen, let me say this for the listeners. I have no idea what Brody's take on that match will be. I'm just going for me as an outsider who doesn't know that much about wrestling. I think historically when wrestlers kind of go out in retirement, I think as a general rule they lose to put over another guy.
No one ever really retires, but that's what you do. You got to build up the final match, the hoopla, get it in.
But you don't love Cena because you already kind of let on little self-serving. You did drop that in there
when he won his Intercontinental Championship.
And
he's a great wrestler.
And I do think your theory was kind of proven out because they immediately did a rematch between Cena and the same guy, and Cena wound up giving the belt right back to him. So he had the Intercontinental for like a month. So it was clearly, to Brody's point, I think, let's make it so he gets all of the belts at least once before he retires. So he handed it to the guy for a month. He handed it right back. Come on. Self-serving. Now, if it wasn't completely self-serving, then it was just to make some extra money. But there was nothing about that other than
mostly self-serving. But yeah, listen, John Cena, 5-time U.S. champion, 4-time tag champ, 1-time Intercontinental champion, 17-time record-breaking world heavyweight champion. He is one of the greatest professional wrestlers, certainly in the 21st century, but in the history of the sport. I mean, there's
are his ears too big for his head? I think they are when I look at him.
What's that? He's got hair transplant too. And,
is that what did it?
Yeah,
that might have been what did it.
More people than you think. Do you know what? Vince was right. He looks better when it's a shaved flat top. He never looked good when he has more than that.
But can I tell you something? As a guy who is, I'm with most of the population. Right? I'm just traveling with the pack. Knowing that John Cena, for all of the attention he's gotten from women who have laid praise on him his whole life. The physique that he has a handsome face. The fact that he carries around enough insecurity to feel like he also needs to surgically intervene to maintain his appearance. I can't tell you how human that makes him and how much better it should make all of us feel.
Yeah.
Like, folks, nobody feels good about themselves. We're all struggling.
Yes.
If John Cena has to go out and get plugs, then the rest of us can just breathe easy. We're all just doing the best we can.
Damn right.
Dang right.
And he loves the communist government in China. He does. I have to throw
that's love is love.
Oh, that's funny. Hey guys, we appreciate you coming in, Brody. I was gonna say, keep that studio, man, talking about that. Damn right. That's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, guys, appreciate you coming on. Let's go to break. Hot Take Central 2.0.
The Lou Information Station, a whole new way to enjoy content, created just for those of us in the St. Louis area. It's a whole new way to advertise and promote your business. Reach out and find out just how different we are. If you're tired of one-sided advertising offerings or your traditional media rep trying to shove digital marketing down your throat, visit louinfo.com and click on advertising. Or email partnerships@louinfo.com for more information.
People ask all the time, who the heck is Low Cost Airlines? Well, we're not just one airline. When you're talking to us, you're talking to everyone. We are the discount supermarket for all airline tickets. Plus, we have all the airlines and always have the best prices. American, Delta, United, plus all the specialized international airlines and a lot more. And we make it easy. We guarantee you'll talk to a live human in 60 seconds. You can have the rate you need and have your trip booked in 5 minutes. Now, how cool is that? And remember, when you're talking to us, it's like talking to every single airline available with one fast phone call. All you need to do is call and find the best prices to fly wherever it is you want to go. So are you ready? Call Low Cost Airlines right now. 800-298-0306. 800-298-0306. 800-298-0306. That's 800-298-0306.
When you're building something new, you need a partner you can count on. I'm Big Toe Media founder Dave Green, and with our company, we didn't want just another bank. We wanted people who understood what we were trying to create and who were there for us every step of the way. That's why we chose Home Bank. From business lending to everyday banking, Home Bank has been much more than a bank. They're the kind of people who answer the phone, know your name, and believe in your vision. And the trust goes both ways. Home Bank doesn't just support our growth, they share in it. They take pride in helping local businesses succeed because they know when we win, the whole community wins. Business isn't just about numbers. It's about relationships. And with Home Bank, those relationships make all the difference. Home Bank is the team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001. Home Bank, member FDIC, more than a bank. They're your business partner.
Jim, this is going to be the year. I've got to turn my backyard into a full-blown paradise. I'm talking a pool, outdoor kitchen, fire pit, the whole deal.
Cam, does this have anything to do with that year-end bonus you think you're getting?
Absolutely. I'm already spending it in my head. But unlike Clark Griswold, I won't end up in the Jelly of the Month Club because I called Merrimack Pools and Outdoors.
Smart move. They don't do surprises unless you count actually finishing projects on time.
Exactly. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors will sit down with you now before the end of the year. Plan out everything. Straightforward pricing. Amazing designs. Get started and you could be splashing around in your own brand new pool by Memorial Day.
So plan now, relax later.
Go to splashstl.com and schedule your consultation.
Merrimack Pools and Outdoors, helping St. Louis families turn Griswold-sized dreams into backyard realities for more than 25 years. SplashSTL.com.
And if that bonus doesn't come through, Jimmy, Cousin Eddie's RV is going to end up parked right in the boss's driveway.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
These two men here, are they with you?
On the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Yeah. I told Jimmy that we always talked about, obviously I had a boat for a long time, and I always talk about people get jammed up on either the ocean or whatever. And we talked about those NFL players, those three NFL players. Well, two of them passed away, Marquise Cooper and Corey Smith, but they got jammed up, taking their fishing boat way out, miles away, hit a little reef with the anchor. Didn't want to cut it because the anchors are expensive. So they tried to reverse it. The boat capsized. No one knew where they were. And they got stuck out there for days and days and days.
And one guy went crazy and just swam off.
Mm-hmm. And there's a movie out now about it. It's called Not Without Hope. One guy survived. But we talked about that all the time. I remember that happened to NFL players. I didn't know how many. Well, I thought they were college players, but yet they're NFL players.
Cam, I feel like probably a rough time for them, but I imagine they got to eat some nice seafood.
Oh,
I just do. I imagine they got to eat some nice seafood.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's supposed to mean
they died.
It's supposed to mean talk about seafood.
Oh, my bad. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I am so sorry about that, Rock. I thought you were being evil again.
I was trying to go tape to tape.
I thought you were being evil again.
I was trying to go tape to tape, and you.
City Seafood was born from the legacy of Bob Seafood, a beloved St. Louis fish stand that began in the Delmar Loop. As demand grew, so did the business, expanding into wholesale and moving to a larger space off I-70 and Olive, becoming a go-to for restaurants and seafood lovers alike. In 2022, when development plans closed Bob's doors, former VP Mike V partnered with entrepreneur Brad Burns, our buddy, to create City Seafood, blending decades of seafood expertise with fresh, modern approach. Today, we continue the tradition with premium seafood, online ordering, custom packages, a free local delivery. New name, same mission. The best seafood in the city. With a smile. That's City Seafood.
You think we could get Cam like a camera and do some like cooking shows where he makes seafood?
Dude, I did it over.
Everybody has a cooking show these days, Rock.
And I watch them. And I watch them.
If everyone else has a cooking show, why shouldn't Cam have
I don't
one?
know.
I just don't know
I'm
why.
pretty entertaining when I cook.
I'm just
too.
saying maybe.
And I mess up
I just don't know why Rock linked a sponsor to a tragic boat story.
I didn't like that. I thought
we had no time left.
Okay, we had no time. All right, thank you guys.
Cam
We will
tried to do the read earlier, and I'm like, no, we're gonna do it later. Then he just like, no, we're gonna not do it at all.
See you tomorrow. Hot Take Central 2.0.
This is Mizzou wide receiver Kevin Coleman Jr.
And I'm Mizzou linebacker Josiah Trotter.
When we hit the field, we have each other's back.
And off the field, we got James Carlton, State Farm covering us.